Yo, what's happening, y'all? This is B Jizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the number one LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nations, for being here. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers to throw away. Hustle to overweight. That's why they follow me, They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Flossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
For nothing, no. Wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money red, that you do, all year long. So I don't do this shit for nothing.
Rolling up some good, pulling up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex on me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. I turn up when I pull up and tell my booking agent book a show. Running around with the paper bag, running around with the paper bag. Going crazy spending all this cash. Going crazy spending all this cash. If I spend it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirty, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah, it don't cost to keep it real. Run up, get done up. Shit can get real. Fuck around and get your ass rocked. Nigga, fuck around and take your shit. Got you asking God why. Drag your ass into an alley. Pull out aim for the target. Should've never been around the killers. In my town with the fucking realest. No cheddar bobs round here. I get the spray and they gon' get down. Ski mask over my face. Catch a body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. Y'all ain't got nothing like this over there. Bunch of frontline millionaires. Bunch of self-made after Trump paid. Guess the odds really took it there. Any problem, I'ma reappear. With a squad you already fear. All this time I've been playing fair. 7 digits every single year. Niggas die, niggas disappear. Alibis, I was really there. Life a crime till I get the chair. Columbine in my trigger hair. Still I rise and I took the stairs. Feel a fire, it's a different glare. All these fights, it was never fair. Busting knuckles, still I'm swinging fears. Takes the salt inside my dripping tears. You should know I never had a fear. You should know I never had a shot, never had a chance till I took it here. Man, it's proud, but I see it clear. Strategize, I'm an engineer. Pick a side, gotta keep it there. Switching up, nigga, looking weird. I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos, hit that like button. Y'all come in here to share, subscribe, hit the CASHAPP, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews for all this great content. As you guys always come in, make sure you guys show your love and support. Also, get your membership badges that are available. We have the Pull Up badge, LA Clipper badge, and the interview badge. We have 3 different options for y'all. If y'all want to go ahead and be a part of the Pull Up Basketball family, LA Clipper Talk for the rest of your life, you guys can get those 3 type of badges that we got going on. You already got the members rolling right below. Those are all the members. Shout out to my man, Alan NG, for being the newest member of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. If you guys want to get your membership badges again, go to our YouTube page on the front page, and you guys can go ahead and do it like that. And like I said, also, if you guys have not already, you know what I'm saying, share and subscribe to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Share with your family and friends. You guys do not want to miss out what we have going on for y'all. But nonetheless, let's go on and get started, man. Let me go into some of the comments as well. Oh yeah, super stickers and super comments are available. Make sure you guys get those. If you guys have a comment you want to drop below the chat, you guys can hit the button that says thanks right below. You guys can go ahead and drop a chat into the chat box and go and say a super sticker. We got a few super stickers and super comments right now. I'm gonna go ahead and read that out. We got 15 people. Let's get over these likes to 15 likes right now. Let's get 15 likes in the building. Salute to my man Pagan 180. Long time, Pull Up Basketball Podcast, supporter and LA Clipper, supporter. OC Love was good, my guy. Salute to BJ, the pull up. Salute, yes, sir. Salute to my man OC Love. Welcome back to the show, my brother. Let's talk about it. My man Thomas Talented, my guy Sean. He said Terence Mann is the only player in the league since January 1st who has played 25 games and is shooting better than 55% from the field, 40% from threes, and 85% from the line. We're going to talk about that. I got the screenshot. I'm going to put that up for you, cuz. Appreciate you sending me that screenshot earlier. Salute to my man LNNG. Also, the $1.99 donation. I'm much love. I'm honored to be a member. Like I said, man, we definitely appreciate the people that continuously sold into the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. It is not going to notice. We're going to definitely give y'all the best content out there possible. Shout out to my man Joplin. Seek That Face. He said, bless up BJ and Thomas for standing on the Clippers business. We're about to show all these haters. Oh, yeah, we're going to definitely show all the haters. The realist was good, man. He said, salute BJ in chat. Matt, he didn't take care of business against the Pels to SMH. Yeah, I was expecting them to beat the Pels last night, but, we still got 13, 14 games left. So I think we're in a good spot right now. Q Rich was good, my guy. Salute BJ and the Pull Up family. Appreciate you coming in. Shout out to $1.99 donation from Allen and G. Like I said, shout out to the 50 bone from my man Thomas. He said, only thing scary as healthy rested Clippers is a healthy rested Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Come play our time. We coming for blood. Oh, it's coming. Don't unveil too much, cuz we coming for a lot. In about another 3 weeks. Oh, it's on and popping. The playoffs. You think we on people's next during the season? We're gonna be really on their next during the playoffs. So they gonna see. Everybody gonna see what's gonna happen, man. But let's get into Clipper business. We got a game. We talked about, the last couple games back to back. The Clippers were able to win back-to-back games in Portland that we definitely needed. After that embarrassing performance against the Atlanta Hawks last Sunday, we were able to take care of business against the Blazers in back-to-back games on Wednesday and Friday last night. So let's talk about last night's game. The Clippers were able to prevail 125-117. I'm going to share this screen with y'all so y'all can kind of see what's going on. All right. Share the screen for y'all right now. The Clippers were able to prevail last night, 125-117. We are 44-25. All together, we're 22-14 on the road. We're the 4th seed right now, a game and a half in front of the New Orleans Pelicans. The Blazers are 19-51, 11-26 at home. They're obviously not a very good team, and they, for the most part, kind of rebuilding. They got Scoot Henderson. They're a young phenom player. Anthony Simons, their young, star player. They got DeAndre Ayton, who's a young player itself. A lot of young guys coached by Chauncey Billups as their main coach, but a lot of injuries last night too. Malcolm Brogdon, Jeremy Grant, Shaedon Sharpe. Who else was injured? There's a lot of people injured last night for the Blazers that really, kind of didn't really fall in their favor. But nonetheless, we'll take the win. So let's go into the box score. Let's go into, what happened in the box score. And we're going to go into the main subject today of what we're going to talk about. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of shows, not just countering the games, but actually specific topics. So y'all make sure that, keep a tight leash on that. Right. Let's see. Salute BJ, pull up fam, sucker free. Yes, sir. We are sucker free. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to my man Clip Gang TV. What's good, brother? All right, let's go into the stats, man. Let's go into the stats. If y'all can, read it, give me a thumbs up. The Clippers last night against the Blazers. The Blazers, obviously, like I said, starting to really rebuild. Didn't have a lot of their players last night. Matisse Thybulle also didn't play. So as I look at the Blazers team and what we've done with them the first 3 games of the season, or all 4 games of the season, obviously the Blazers, we beat them every single game, 4-0. We basically owned the Blazers for the much of the last 3-4 seasons. We've pretty much owned them since the tandem of Kawhi and PGF came on. We pretty much owned the Blazers, even going back to the Damian Lillard era. So we don't really have an issue with their team. They're a young team. They're gonna get out and run. They're mostly a guard oriented team. They like to run and shoot, things of that nature. Not really a big man team. Even with Yusuf Nurkic, their former center, they didn't really have much inside presence. So a lot of the attention to details going to go on the guard perimeter. So like Anthony Simons obviously had an off night last night, but he had a very, very good good game the night before. He only had 3 points. That just goes to show you the defense that we played on him was, very effective, because that's pretty much their, leading scorer. He only had 22 minutes though, but for the most part, we went 1 for 6 from the field and 1 for 4 from the 3-point line. So he really wasn't much of an effect. But I'm glad to see Scoot Henderson starting to find his way into the NBA. 24 points last night, 10 assists. Starting off, he had a pretty rough start. I think when he played against us, he went scoreless in the first half, the first game of the season. And a lot of people said Scoot Henderson was not ready for the NBA. But of course, you got to let rookies get into their mold and get into the rhythm, get used to it. Let them bang their head a few times on the pavement before they start figuring it out. So he's starting to figure it out. The team is going to definitely probably be his with the next couple of seasons with Anthony Simons. So definitely happy to see what he's doing. Not Keegan Murray, his twin brother, 21 points. They need to start playing and trying to develop him to be more of a two-way guy. 7 rebounds, 3 steals, because he can be somebody that can, be one of their key pieces, because in this day and age, in this league, you got to have a guy at the forward position who's between 6'6" and about 6'8", around that height, who can play both ways to really have a very talented team. It's a forwards league right now. A lot of people mistake it for like a guards league, but in my opinion, it's more of a forwards league. Kawhi, Jason Tatum, LeBron, Kevin Durant. You could say, who else is a forward in the league? Jimmy Butler, I'm tripping. It's just more of a wing league, and those are the type of players that usually win those guys in between the 6'5" to about 6'8" range. So that's what we have right now in the NBA dominating. So they need to really develop that Kid Murray into more of a two-way star. So like I said, the Blazers don't really have much to talk about. Like I said, a rebuilding team. DeAndre Ayton didn't play as well last night. So just trying to figure it out. Chauncey Billups is trying to do his best. Let's see look at some of these comments. Kevin Baricum, what's good, bro? How you doing, brother? Straight salute, pull up, brother. Keep running, fam. Yes, appreciate you, my man. Straight to the point. Go and follow that man as well. Appreciate the shout out you gave me earlier, man. Definitely didn't go unnoticed. I definitely wanted, to give you a shout out straight to the point. Sports entertainment. Make sure y'all go follow him as well. Goku, great win. He said, sure are a lot of NBA twins out there. Wilson Rican, what's good, brother? Salute, blessings. Appreciate you coming in, brother. Oh, Kevin, what's good, my God? That's my Clipper. Hey, y'all give a shout out to my man, Kevin. Another Clipper insider, Clipper fellow workman of mine, giving me a shout out this Saturday morning. He works with me with the team, so make sure y'all, shout him out right now in the chat. But definitely appreciate you, my guy, coming in this morning. But let's get back to the point, man. The Blazers really didn't have much of an answer for the Clippers last night. We were rolling on, all cylinders, especially shooting the ball from the floor. All of our guys were pretty much efficient. The Blazers don't really have much of a defense. So just off the simple fact that we had everybody locked in the team that we faced really didn't give us much resistance. All of our guys pretty much shot the ball efficient. Even off the bench, you got guys like Brandon Boston and Amir Coffey, who's going to be our development guys, down the stretch. Brandon Boston going to be one of our guys. Amir Coffey's going to be one of our guys. Bones Highland, hopefully he stays with us, for the long haul. Terence Mann, we already know what he is with us. So we got like 4 or 5 guys. Musa Diabate, who's been with that two-way G League LA Clipper experience. So we got a lot of guys we got to bring up when, the older guys start leaving the, nest. So obviously, Brandon Boston, is starting to show his worth. So I just hope, most likely next year he's going to be part of the rotation. So I like what I see from him. Amir Coffey, always, you guys know what I feel about him. I feel like he's cracked the, rotation, permanently. So I like what I saw off the bench. I think we need to get more production out of our bigs, Plumlee, Tice. We'll see what happens in the postseason, but between those two, they're going to have to decide who they're going to, choose to, play that backup big man role, because that's going to be very vital come playoff time. If we're going to go small, we're going to go big, like we're going to have to figure that out, because we have the playoffs in about 3 weeks. So that takes care of the bench. let's go into the starters. So as I look at the starting lineup, everybody was over 50%. That's a great sign. Everybody shot the free throw shot, pretty well. Nobody was under, 50%. Of course, we want to be 80% as a team, but everybody was hitting their shots. Everybody was hitting their free throws. The only person that was hitting efficient was James Harden from the three-point line for the most part. T-Man shot 1 for 4, which is not his game, but nonetheless, we basically got, good production out of everybody. Now, what I seen and what I was saying about this situation, how this is going to work, is we have to play a certain way going to the postseason. So as y'all can see, T-Man, 20 points from him last night, 5 for 5 from the field, or 7 for 12 from the field, 5 for 5 from the free throw line. So T-Man is a person, like I tell y'all, he's going to be a vital part to this team success. I'm going to let Shine, when he comes in, he's going to have to, counteract more of this. But T-Man has, shown his work with the team where he's now a starter. I'm very happy for Terence Mann for what he's been doing with this team. So he's shooting. Let me bring up the comment Sean said real quick. Let me pull up that comment. Come on. All right. He said Terrence Mann is the only player in the league since January 1st who has played 25-plus games. Think about this, 25-plus games, and is shooting better than 55% from the field, 40% from the three, and 85% from the line since January 1st. That is approximately more going on 3 months. He's been putting up these numbers. So ever since that terrible Boston game where he went, I think, 0 for 10, Terrence Mann has taken all his numbers up to another notch. So for y'all that said that he needs to shoot the ball better, there you go. He's not only being our, defensive ace, especially on that point of attack, but he's starting to shoot the ball better on all cylinders from a three-way standpoint. And if you really look at Terrence Mann's form and how he shoots the ball, he don't have a bad form. His elbows in, he, shoots it off his fingertips. He has the L shape, has a nice release. So he doesn't really have a bad shot. He has a pretty decent mid-range as well. He can get into the mid-range, shoot that little pull-up midi, that little turnaround midi. He has pretty solid footwork in the mid-post and the mid-paint. It's just the fact that he ain't really got the opportunity to shoot the ball the way he needs to shoot the ball. And also with him being in and out the lineup, I think that messed with his confidence a little bit from time to time. But since he's finally in the rotation all the way around, there's nothing really for him to be nervous about. So this is a great sign going into the postseason that Terrence Mann is averaging these numbers in the playoffs right now. So that's very, very exciting to hear from T-Man. I'm going to let Thomas, like I said, come in here and cook on that for the most part. But very, very exciting, feat for Terrence Mann to have that going. Zubac, 18 minutes, 3 for 3 from the field, 8 rebounds, and, 3 turnovers. Zubac, like I said, he's going to be our guy that we need to be in the interior, in the post, right? He's the guy that's going to have to take care of the paint. It's time for Ivica Zubac, no matter who he goes up against, he has to be able to hold his own, whether that's Jokic, whether that's Rudy Gobert, whether that's Anthony Davis, which he usually, does his thing against AD, Domantas Sabonis. He's going to start owning his own against these, powerhouse, saying West Coast big men. If we want to have a legit chance to, have a great chance in the playoffs. And I know he can do it. I've seen him do it. I've seen him protect the rim. I've seen him being able to go one-on-one against guys like Nikola Jokic, guys against like Anthony Davis. I've seen him do it. So I'm more than confident that he's going to be able to, hold his own. So, see some. He said T-Man a dog. Yeah, he a dog. Terrence Mann's a dog, man. He's definitely a dog. So we got 45 people. Let's get these up 45 likes. He said, man, MVP. Yeah. Yeah, T-Man's a dog, man. T-Man's a dog, man. But like I said, I want to give T-Man that respect. I want to give Zubac that, that he got to be the guy in that, in that paint to be that, to be that, whatchamacallit, to be that, force. That's what he needs to do. And I think he's going to get that done in the postseason. So that's 2 people. Then You got James Harden, right? Who shot 5 for 13 from the field yesterday, 2 for 9 from the field, 2 for 9 from the three. But like I said, he had 10 assists. Like I said, James Harden, I think we're at a point now with him, no matter how bad he shoots the basketball, he's going to continuously fill up the stat sheet, for his points and assists. That's what he's been doing his entire career. That's what James Harden is. He's a stat. He fills up the stat sheet. He fills up the points, the rebounds, the assists, the free throws, the fouls drawn. He pretty much, does all that. So off the simple fact of that, it becomes very dangerous when he's an option. He's, on point. Now, James Harden, he was dealing with an injury. He was out for a couple games, I believe, against Chicago and New Orleans. But I think personally, we need to make sure that he's not overran in the playoffs. We got 14 games left. I think it's time for us to, make sure we manage him very well. He's playing, high minutes, and he has to be fresh. He can't go into the playoffs, tired and overplaying minutes. We have to start using our bench. We're going to have to start using more of our defensive rotations. If that means starting Terence Mann and Amir Coffey for a game or two, outside of James Harden or not playing James Harden, I'd rather do that than having Harden play 35 to 40 minutes every night getting worn out, because that's what I think really happened. Why you guys kind of saw him started going down in his production as of late. But great game from him yesterday. Great game from him on Wednesday. I did not like that closeout he did. I think that was, dangerous. I think that could have happened something, could have been something bad that happened if he had did that. So I just think James Harden got to be smarter. And, obviously not a big deal, but, hey, you got to actually, just, be more, careful about that type of stuff. As y'all come here, smash the like button. 43 likes near the Clippers beat the Trailblazers back-to-back games. We got 14 games left. We're in the 4th seed right now. We're trying to see if we can catch up to that 3rd. I'm not so sure if it's going to happen, but it's a possibility for sure. And let's talk a little bit about Kawhi, because, obviously Kawhi last night had a very, very, solid game as well. Not really exerted his energy too much. I think he, he's kind of picking his time and picking his spots when they, kind of do his thing. He shot 9 for 15 from the field, 2 for 4 from the three, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 22 points. Right? So, obviously, we know what he's going to do in the postseason. We already know what Kawhi is going to do. We already know what Kawhi is going to be. Kawhi Leonard, every single postseason he's in, he participates in. He's a superstar that turns into, according to Joel Embiid's words, since 2017, Michael Jordan. That was not my words. That was not anybody else's words. That was Joel Embiid's words. That was not somebody that, not somebody that doesn't play in the NBA. So for him to sit up there and say that, for Kendrick Perkins to call him Kawhi Leonard Jordan, for, many people, including myself, that compare him to Jordan in certain ways with his post game, with his fadeaway, with his strength, with his defense, with his hand size, his ability to raise up in the postseason. I think right now, he's the closest thing to Kobe and Jordan we have in the NBA. I think his mentality, I think his scoring prowess, I think his dominance, I think the way he plays both ways of the basketball is closer to Jordan and Kobe than anybody in the NBA. That's my personal opinion. So you got that on our team. It's going to be hell for a lot of different teams in the NBA when they have to deal with this man. They're going to have to deal with a lot of defense and offense at the same time. Let me see, Kawhi Leonard. Right now, let me see. Bring something up. A stat. Oh shit, I ain't got it. Nah. All right, I'm about to let Thomas do that. I'm gonna let him do the honors of that when he comes up. But he's basically been dominant as of late. Kawhi Leonard's been who he is, but in the playoffs, I'm very excited to see what he does in that postseason. 48 people. We should have over 48 likes in here, man. Let's get these likes up. He said, I told y'all we ain't gonna be hurt every year. You damn right we ain't gonna be hurt every year. And see, now other teams are getting hurt. We don't want injuries, but a lot of stuff people were talking over the years that, Clippers are injury prone. They're the, you know what I'm saying, going to always be hurt. They're going to, you know, Kawhi and PG are always, you know, getting hurt in the wrong time. Now Brandon Ingram's hurt. Jamal Murray got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Devin Booker, he's in and out the lineup. A lot of these teams are getting hurt all of a sudden. A lot of teams are sitting out. Giannis Antetokounmpo is missing games here and there. Who else? Who else am I thinking of? All the top teams. A lot of these top teams are starting to, you know, low manage and get hurt. But our stars and our teams, for the most part, is pretty much healthy. So knock on wood, pray to God that we keep that going to the postseason. But like my man Thomas said, we're not going to be hurt every year. Let me see. Derrick Henry said, "You'll start Russ playoffs experience. He been there. He showed Clippers Nation last year. We'll see." And also, we had 2 injuries we had to deal with. Of course, you know, Norman Powell and Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook was supposed to be back on Monday. So definitely, I don't know how the hell he was able to heal up that fast, but he will definitely be back on Monday. And, you know what I'm saying, very, very, you know what I'm saying, excited to have him back on the court. I think we've been missing his energy, his presence, his motor. I think that's what we'd be missing with the Clippers. So he should be back on Monday, and that's going to be great news. Norman Powell, he should be back very soon as well. He went on the road trip to the Portland Trailblazers, but he sat out. I think more of a precautionary situation. He might sit out tomorrow as well. But, you know, Norm's definitely going to be back, you know, here any day now. So if we're going to get hurt, if we're going to have some injuries, we got to have them, you know what I'm saying, at the right times. So in the playoffs, everybody should be, you know, ready to go. But they will be back very soon, especially before the postseason. Now, let's get into the main subject. And as y'all come in here and smash that like button. Let's see. You said Jamal will be fine. Oh, yeah, I know he'll be fine. I'm just saying that he just rolled his ankle. So I just wanted to point that out. We've been healthy. We've been good for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We've been good. Let's talk about the main show today. So PG had 28 minutes. He had 10 for 14 from the field last night, 31 points, 7 for 7 from the line, 4 for 8 from the 3-point line, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, a plus minus of plus 24, which is the highest not only on his team but in the game yesterday. Now, I want to tell y'all something, and I'm gonna, you know, pull this up right now. That stat line PG had last night was another great stat line that he was able to, you know what I'm saying, show in a game. So I want to kind of show y'all what's been happening, not just last night, but just basically as of late. Shout out to my man Tomer Azarli, been on the show before, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to my man, he been on the pull-up show. He's an LA Clipper beat writer. Very well known with, you know what I'm saying, Law Murray and Joey Lynn and those type of players or those type of guys. So very, very credible guy, good guy. So he put this up just literally last night. Shout out to my man Sean for sending me this as well. He said Paul George has quietly been really solid over his last 8 games for the Clippers. 29 points, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 58% from the field, and so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? You got 58%, 47%, 50%, 45, 92, 48, 45%. Very efficient, scoring the basketball as well. You know what I'm saying? Playing very under control, not turning the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Playing both ways of the ball, getting steals, getting assists, just doing everything on the court. So for people saying, okay, that was just Portland. Well, he's been doing this, you know what I'm saying, for pretty much the last 10 games, because this was actually before the Portland games right here. So he's been pretty much killing it since ever since he pretty much got over that injury. Like I told y'all, he was dealing with that groin injury. So obviously right now he feels much better, and he's actually, you know what I'm saying, showing on the court. So kudos to PG. So there's been a lot of rumblings. There's been a lot of questions. As y'all come in here, smash the like button. Enjoy what we're about to say. Sit back and have a seat, have a drink. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Clips. Shout out to the Clips, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my team. Shout out to my organization. But we got to talk about it, man. Playoffs are around the corner, and I thought about this subject literally just probably not more than 24 hours ago. So 2 days ago I talked about Ty Lue is going to show his best in the postseason. He's going to be one of the top coaches in the playoffs in the postseason. Ty Lue will be one of the best coaches in the postseason because as far as his track record goes, he's a playoff coach that adjusts, series by series. I know we get on Ty Lue a lot. I know we get on him for, being dumb in the regular season with his rotations and his inability to actually, pull certain strings for players to get them motivated. But in that same breath, giving them credit, last time he coached in the postseason, had his full team in the 2021 playoffs, we beat the Dallas Mavericks coming back from 0-2 on the road. We beat them when everybody said that we're going to be down and out, that Luka had a chance to beat us with Kristaps Porzingis the next following year because y'all remember in the bubble, many people said all they needed was KP on the court and they would have beat y'all. We wiped that out. We beat the Mavericks. We beat the Utah Jazz, who were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. Not just – actually, I think they're the number 1 seed in the NBA that time. They had the best record in the NBA. So they came into that series motivated. A lot of people had them picked to win. No one, regardless of what people say, no one thought of them as being fraudulent at that moment. They only became fraudulent when we was able to come back and beat them in that series. And, PG and T-Man in Game 6 pretty much closed them out. Reggie Jackson as well had his, imprint in the series. But no one called them, fraudulent until we beat them. That's how it goes with the Clippers. They never want to give us our full respect. So that's what happened in that situation. In the Phoenix series, obviously, we didn't have no Kawhi, right? We had no Kawhi Leonard, and we took them 6 games, and then they go against the Bucks, and they get to the NBA Finals, right? So every series that happened against Dallas, Utah, and Phoenix, Ty Lue made an adjustment, and that's how he got the label as Mr. Adjustment in the postseason. So I expect him with the contract situation going on, with everything at stake with the Clippers, he will be coaching his best come this postseason. See something else. Let's see. Right. So 45 people. Let's get these likes up. He said, I know people are praying to Satan that the Clippers don't win. Don't think I know. Don't know. Yeah, of course. Of course. They're going to try to, like I said, they come out the woodworks, man. They are in the chat right now. They ready to basically say to us, we're not going to be victorious. And when we win, it's going to be a excuse attached to it. Shout out to my man Andre76. He said, everyone sending super chats, why not like Russell Westbrook. Shout out to the Pull-Up family and Clipper fans. Shout out to my man Andre76. Go and follow his YouTube page as well. Right here on the screen, DFJ Hoops. That is his page. Great content over there. Great, information. Keeps it real, very honest. Try to build his channel up. So please support him and what he has. He has a lot of good information over there. So let's get to the subject at hand, bro. With Paul George doing this right now, and what I, evaluate with him and me watching him for so long, not just with the statistics, but watching the actual physical games, right? He's ready for the postseason. He's ready to dominate. He's ready to dominate in the postseason. I'm going to say something else. A lot of y'all going to have to be filling this out. A lot of y'all going to be filling this out in about a couple of months. See, I thought we was over this this slander, the disrespect, the delusion, jumping from lily pad to lily pad. A lot of niggas going to have to fill this out in about a couple months. They filled it out in 2021. Shout out to Serge Ibaka for making this form, who was a former teammate of Paul George. There was a lot of questions about this man literally 3 years ago, and I thought that was actually put to rest. But apparently we still got some paranoid Clipper fans. We got a lot of haters who just want to see nothing more than the Clippers lose and I get a championship because they're miserable with their teams. So we still got more rumblings and Clipper fans getting punked from other fans that don't even know shit about the team, saying that this man can't be trusted. Now I'm going to go into the soliloquy of all these fake narrative. Like I tell you, I'm the narrative killer. If y'all don't believe me, go back in my past videos. Right? I'm the narrative killer. That's gonna be my nickname. Don't mean to sound bashful, but like that's why I do. I take pride in killing narratives. The narrative of Paul George not being a playoff performer is going to die this year for once and for all. You guys who come in here, who got all these, you know what I'm saying, who are scared, whether you're Clipper fans or not, there'll be a day that y'all gotta feel this shit out. How do I know that? Because I've seen this story before. I've seen this literally the last time he was in the playoffs. I've seen exactly what this was. And these reasons below, and Serge Ibaka, this is why I love him. He went into deep detail of any of the reasons why there was so much slander towards him, right? The media convinced me he was done, like, you know, the media likes to do. Media narrative, like I said, is bullshit. That's one reason. Another reason Clipper fans want to talk about SGA. Go back and check one of my last videos about SGA. Should we have traded for Paul George? I already told y'all, SGA right now is trying to catch up to what he lost. The man's 26 years old, and he's just now becoming a name in the playoffs. PG was that at 22. There's nothing special to what SGA is doing other than he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Now, I give him credit for the team he's doing it on, but he has not really had no success in the playoffs. He's in his sixth season. Without trading for PG, we would never got Kawhi. So I don't understand what people are still glossing over SGA for. If we didn't get SGA, he was not ready. Right? PG was coming off of an MVP season the year before. So that's another reason. I was jealous of PG. I don't know what it is, but a lot of people seem to have, I don't know what the hell it is about PG personally. Every time people, when I've been around him, he's been saying nothing but respectful. Everybody in the league has nothing but good things to say about him. So I don't understand how people can be so, grimy against a person that, you know what I'm saying, is cool on and off the court. But that's another reason. Sometimes people don't watch the actual games, which is a big reason. They look at the box score, they wake up, they listen to Undisputed, First Take, and that's where they get their information from. A lot of niggas don't watch the games. A lot of people don't watch the games, whether it's your fault or not. But I'm just telling y'all, all these reasons are valid. I don't know basketball. Mercury was a retrograde. A lot of shit. So I'm gonna hand this out to all the haters and Clipper fans that are paranoid. Clipper fans, if you guys need any type of supplies, pens, paper, notepads, when y'all fill this out, I got you. You haters, fuck y'all. Y'all don't get shit. Y'all not getting no supplies from me, right? So the day is coming. God don't like ugly. So when that day comes, I'm gonna pull this form exactly out. But let's get into the meats and crux of it. I understand the concern for certain things when it comes to PG. His shot selection, right? His turnovers where he can be careless with the ball. Those are honest evaluations. Honest evaluations. I hear those. I have no issues with those. Shot selection for me is a problem for PG all the time, especially from the three-point line. Not specifically from the mid-range, but from the three-point line, I have a lot of trouble understanding why does he continuously take a lot of three-point shots when he has the ability to catch the ball close to the basket and just go to work. That's just who PG is. Tracy McGrady did the same thing a lot of times. Kobe Bryant did that more towards the end of his career. So that's just his style of play. But I hear when people say that, and I'm like, okay, that's a valid excuse. I can hear that. I can hear the turnovers. Be more careful with the basketball. That's fine. But what I can't fathom is narratives, bullshit, lying, and trying to push something that's not accurate. So I noticed something. The people that tend to disrespect them are people either A, that don't respect the game, or two, or B, never played it. You don't have to play the game to respect it. But there's a certain level of contrition that somebody must have and respect for somebody must have for what they've done in the NBA, right? So when I listen to NBA players such as this guy, Dwayne Wade, And, other players like, Kevin Durant, LeBron, Kawhi, Tate, like all these superstar players who, whatever they tell you, just have nothing but, great things to say about them. I hear all the bullshit from the casuals, the ones that want to push a narrative, that want to say, well, if he would have done this, he should have did this. Never can give you like a real, explanation, can never really tell you what actually he needs to do more of. They just want to sit up there and just recite what, I don't know, Nick Wright said or Skip Bayless said. So I want y'all to hear what Dwayne Wade said about Paul George in a sit down about, we're in about 4 years ago, right before he signed with the Clippers. So PG is D Wade's favorite player. Y'all remember the Miami Heat series against the Indiana Pacers? Dwayne Wade spoke highly of PG since then. That's been his favorite player to go up against and to watch. So I want y'all to kind of hear what, some of the things Dwayne Wade said about Paul George and they sit down with him. So here we go.
I'm just going back real quick to think about this. So I remember when we played y'all in the playoffs. First year, we played y'all in the second round, and I'm guarding you. You guarding me, right? So that was a matchup. The next year, I'm guarding you in the beginning. And then I remember when you really started taking that jump because Brian looked at me one game, was like, hey, like, he killing you right now. Like, you too.
I want to ask you some on the court stuff. I'm in that position now where I'm trying to figure out the direction I want to go. Being a free agent, like, what would you do in this situation?
So I'm gonna tell you my mindset 2010 when I was a free agent. For me, it wasn't about money. It wasn't about nothing but winning. A lot of people don't believe this. A lot of people think we had this already set up. Brian called and said, what are you thinking? I said, bro, I want to win championships. I'm tired of getting knocked out in the first round. This sucks. And then it went from there to saying, yo, let's do it together. Mm-hmm. Like, I want a scoring title, PG. Right. Nobody brought me a car. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing happened. It was just the season was over. Yeah. And I didn't want that. Mm-hmm. What fulfilled me is raising that gold thing above my head. That moment fulfills you like no other moment.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I knew that winning was going to bring everything I wanted and more.
At the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I want to be a champion. In a way, it's like, I want to come here. I want to play for the home team and put a Laker jersey on. That's always going to be something that I want to fulfill. But at the same time, it's like, what's the best move, though? I know who I am as a player. I just want to help a team win. Right. And I feel comfortable doing so that with Russ. And then, I mean, there's other places too, from Boston to Clippers.
You can't regret it.
Right.
Once you make this decision, whether you make a decision where you're the number one guy, or you make a decision where you're the second, third, whatever.
Right.
You make that decision, you got to be okay with it, and you're gonna bring the best PG to that decision. Because it's a hell of a ride, and this ride comes to an end. But right now, you still got a long way to go.
Absolutely. Yeah, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, D. Appreciate the good wine you gave. Listen,
whether I'm playing against you, whether I ain't, I'm always gonna be a big fan, bro.
When you come to my city, man, please bring the bottle.
All right, let me take this off. All right, so that was a sit down. You guys make sure y'all hit that like button as y'all come in here. I got a lot of people in here. Wish I get those likes up. We have to, discuss about what just, we saw. Obviously, that was Dwayne Wade, one of the greatest players of all time, probably top 5 shooting guard of all time behind Michael and Kobe. Jerry West is in there, James Harden, but Dwayne Wade's in that mix. You could put him in the top 3 if you really want to. 3 championships, Finals MVP. Probably the best shot blocking guard of all time. Dwayne Wade is he's probably the top 25 players of all time. Dwayne Wade has always had a high respect for Paul George, making him his favorite player since they faced off against the Indiana Pacers. If you guys refer to the beginning of that interview, he referred to a time when he was guarding Paul George. I remember the series. He was basically giving Dwayne Wade the work to the point where LeBron James said, you guard somebody else because you can't guard him. That's him at 22 years old, right? Understand, when PG, the 3rd season, Paul George is already the best player on the team. He averaged the most points in the entire playoff, not just one series. He averaged the most points in the playoffs with Roy Hibbert, George Hill, David West, Lance Stevenson, all these guys on the team. He had the highest scoring average. He was the best defender. He was guarding LeBron James. Again, two-way matters, not just one way. He was the best perimeter defender, and he was the best offensive player as far as scoring the ball in that entire playoff. Danny Green goes down that season. Paul George gets the opportunity to prove that's his team. They go to 2 back-to-back Eastern Conference Finals. This is what Dwayne Wade's referring to, that he started seeing him take that jump. He was next in line before he had that horrific leg injury. As y'all come here, hit the like button. Indiana Paul George was next in line right behind LeBron James. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, in that same interview, you could tell D Wade was basically, he really takes a liking to Paul based off of, just him being off the court as well. Like I said, you're not going to find nobody in the league that has nothing really bad to say about him, right? You don't really have the ones that really matter, not no role players like who don't do shit in the NBA and accomplish nothing. I'm talking about the star players all have a high respect for PG. It's a lot of the casuals, a lot of the guys who just want to sit up there and just make up shit. Those are the ones that tend to disrespect him. I don't understand why, but that's pretty much been the token, right? So in hearing how D Wade spoke, that's why a lot of the players talk about PG around the league. I got some people in the comments. I want to bring this up as well. I don't mean to get off kilter, but that's why I say when I say casuals, I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up right now. So we got this dude. What's his name? I'm gonna go, since you want my attention so bad, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you right now. Where's he at? So he's a Nugget fan, obviously. I don't know. He sounds like a troll to me, but this is for everybody in the chat. You want my attention so bad, I'm gonna give it to you. This Jamal Murray trash shit. Again, if you're gonna give me 2-3 playoffs where he has actually been able to play compared to a guy who's been to the playoffs year in and year out for his 14-year career, trying to make that a comparable situation, let's go ahead and do that. As I've told y'all before, that's a bad comparison to make between Jamal and Paul George. When Jamal Murray 7 years PG's 7 years his senior, his accolades blow him out the water. They're not in the same category in awards and two-way play, what they've accomplished. There's nothing comparable between the two for us to even make that comparison. That's a bad comparison to even make. Jamal Murray wins a championship off of Jokic being the best player in the NBA last season in the postseason, not off Jamal Murray off of his own realm. He's a second banana. You can even put him third banana at some teams. He's not a guy that you look at as on the same level as a Steph Curry, as a Luka Doncic, as an SGA, as a De'Aaron Fox, as a Ja Morant. Those are 5 point guards that I named that's better than Jamal Murray. And we're sitting here upping him like he's some type of superstar player. He comes off in a couple of playoff series, a couple playoff moments, and all of a sudden he's the best thing in the NBA. He's a solid offensive player, but he's not on the level of no Paul George. Right? We're going to see that in the postseason, but Nugget fan, you wanted my attention so bad. I'm going to give it to you. Stats, once again, stats don't even, compare in the season. Like I said, there's nothing really that Jamal Murray does better. He doesn't score the ball better. He doesn't rebound. He doesn't assist. He doesn't, play defense on the same level as PG. He's just not the type of player he is. If you even look at the postseason, like I said, he's only been to 3 postseasons in his whole career. When you have a guy like PG got to play both ways of the basketball, you don't have the luxury just to sit around and just worry about catching and shooting the basketball. If Jamal Murray had the ability to guard both sides of the ball, you're not getting 25 points per game at that rate. It's not happening. He doesn't have the ability to. He's not tall enough. He's not long enough. He's not athletic enough to do that. If you ask majority of GMs in the NBA today, who are they choosing, regardless if it's the playoffs or not, PG or Jamal Murray, I guarantee you majority of the teams, even at PG's old age at 33 years old, they're going to pick him over a Jamal Murray who plays one way of the basketball, who's one-dimensional, who's just technically a scorer, who you can replace with other players around the league like a Jamal Murray or a Donovan Mitchell or a De'Aaron Fox. You can replace him with more players that you can replace PG with. So I wanted to bring that up real quick because, again, he's been in the comment section, continuously chatting. There is no comparison between the two. All right, so I'm just going to, put that out there. But I want to put this out here. Let me say this as well. this whole PG don't perform in the playoffs. I wanted to bring this up. It's like when I think about it, it's like, yo, what is people saying when they don't really trust PG? Y'all can tell me in the comment section too. I want y'all to be more, you know what I'm saying, more, you know, interactive. What is it something that y'all think that PG does that y'all don't trust him, or y'all have, you know, questions about him? Because I'm trying to figure out when the time other than the bubble he really made y'all question his game. And as I'm letting y'all, you know what I'm saying, in the chat, tell me, I'm gonna go ahead and put stuff out. I just want y'all to tell me when's the time he actually did it. Because I get it. He had one bad series or a couple bad series, or a couple bad, you know, games in a series against the, you know what I'm saying, Denver Nuggets. And I can put the statistics right here. You know, he had 2 10-point games against the Denver Nuggets. Like I told y'all in the bubble, he obviously wasn't his best. He didn't, you know, perform his best. He averaged 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists against the Nuggets in the bubble. Didn't shoot the ball very well in 2 of those games. I own that. Definitely own that. Right? He definitely, that's the time that we can say that PG did not rise to the occasion. But I'm telling y'all, when is the time he just pretty much just went away, did not play well? I don't know what I'm kind of like trying to figure out when is that time. I don't really see, you know, when has he ever really done that. Even if you look at the year that he struggled in the bubble, he had other games he played very well in. You know, game 3, 32 points, game 5, 33 points, games was it game 5, 26 points, game 6, 33 points. Right? He had 5 steals in game 6. Right. Of course, the turnovers are pretty high, but for the most part, he had good games, very good games in that series as well, with going through that mental situation in the bubble. Right. There's games he shot the ball well, 71%, 40%, 44%, all from the 3-point line. Right. 46% from the field, 66% from the field, 44, 42, 40. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had pretty solid games in that series. He only had 2 really blowout bad games, and that's game 4 and game 7. And that's why I said I own that. If y'all want to say that's when PG kind of, you know what I'm saying, went away. But all the years in 2018 and 2019, you know what I'm saying, he really didn't have much, really. I can say that he really kind of, you know what I'm saying, had horrible series. Right? If you look at the series against Utah Jazz, if we go to that series, he averaged 21 points. Or I'm sorry, he averaged, let me see. He had 24 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists per game against the Jazz in the 2018 Western Conference first round. As y'all remember, I told y'all he was dealing with a partially torn meniscus in his leg. Right here, he talks about it. He said, the year in Oklahoma, and people try to ridicule me like I didn't play well. I had a partially torn meniscus. I was getting shot to play in that shit. George detailed that he felt great getting into the series as the medicine he was talking kicked in. But as the series went on, the medicine started to wear off, and it became difficult for the forward to move at 100%. Now, when you actually hear him talk about it, if you really played sports or you really even know anything about sports, you do understand when you shoot up a certain muscle that you can only shoot up a muscle so much before it makes it become brittle. In a game, you can't shoot up a muscle, you know, only so much. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you get a feeling, you get a cavity. You can only put so much pain medicine. The doctor, the dentist will tell you, I can't numb it anymore. It's the same thing with a cavity. If you want to, you know, use an analogy, if you had a cavity, you get a feeling in your tooth. If you put the shot medicine, the dentist puts it, you can only numb it so much. That's the same thing with injury. You know, you're dealing with a meniscus tear. If you want to shoot something up to try to get over the pain, you can't numb it, but only so much. Felt good at the beginning of the series. Started to feel the effect of it at the end of the series where he had to play through the pain in game 6. He became a spot-up shooter. And Andre, Bubba, you can talk about this in the chat because I know you know about this. He had to become a spot-up shooter in that Utah series in that game 6 towards the end. But if y'all looked at the, you know, some of his statistics in that series early on, 34, 32, 36 points, right? Games 1, game 4, and game 5, he was dominant, the best player on the court in those 3 games. right? Games 1, 4, and 5, he was dominant in all 3 of those games. Game 2 didn't score the ball over 20 points, but he had 10 rebounds. So he was able to, affect the glass, while he wasn't, particularly shooting the ball. Well, that's called doing other things on the court, because your shot's not going to fall every single game. That's just a part of life. You can't hit all your shots at once, but you can do other things. You can rebound the ball. You can, get second chance opportunities. You can assist. You can do other things on the court to make yourself more and more valuable. You can defend, right? You can do other things on the court. You don't have to, just score the basketball. But like I said, he had 3 or 6 of those games. He was very, very good. 5 or 6 of those games, he was good enough. It was only one specific game, in that game 6, where he actually, had the 5-point performance, where he pretty much couldn't do shit on the court. Right? Couldn't do shit on the court in game 5. He shot 12% from the field, 0% from line. Right? Shot horrible. And I doubt Utah did anything to make him have these performances to all of a sudden take a big dip. He played 45 minutes, 5 points. Ladies and gentlemen, that's called a person who's a decoy. Kind of like the James Harden in Brooklyn. When you guys remember that game 7, James Harden played a lot of minutes, but he wasn't himself. Y'all can tell he wasn't being effective at all. He was used as a decoy because he came back from that hamstring injury too soon in Brooklyn against the Milwaukee Bucks in game 7. Kevin Durant was by himself, played every single minute of that game. It's the same shit with PG. He was a decoy out there just showing his face. But if he doesn't play, people, want to ridicule him. If he does play and he plays bad, people are going to ridicule him. So you guys got to tell me what a player like that needs to do in that situation. Does he sit out and just not, play? Or does he go out there and try to play and, thug it out? And, give it his all. I'm going to let y'all in very soon. I just want to get through these last couple of sequences. Hit the like button. Y'all come in and look at some of these comments. Look at some of these comments. He said, folks not trusting PG-13 when he doesn't play for their team. What the fuck he's so because they stupid. They don't understand ball. They just want to, scare the Clipper fan base. Like what I tell a lot of people, stop worrying about what everybody else say, because they don't know shit about. They don't even watch the games. They watch sports shows. They listen to narratives in their head, and they watch stats at his worst moment to make their own whatever type of case in their mind. I don't worry about they probably from a losing franchise anyway. I don't give a fuck what they be talking about when it comes to any of our players. Kawhi, PG, Russ, Harden, T-Man, Amir Coffey, who else? Anybody on the team. Zubac. I don't care what nobody has to say about us, even our own coach. We can get on our coach all we want. Other people, they don't have that because they ain't been around. I don't worry about them. But great question, Clip fan. Let me see what Bubba said Westbrook shot 83 times in game 2 stretch for game 5. It took PG out of rhythm. That's another thing too. I didn't want to say it, but he said it for me. He was out of rhythm with Westbrook shooting the ball 83 times. But I got to give Westbrook a little bit of slack, because when you see PG, that's why I say they knew something was wrong with him. He had to have the mindset to be aggressive. So I kind of see what Westbrook was trying to do. He tried to make something happen because he knew, PG was out there halted, right? So, again, if we're going to kill him for that, I don't know about, if that's an X, I'm still waiting. Like, other than the bubble, what are instances where people kind of just look at PG and say, well, he doesn't perform in the playoffs or he always crumbles? Because I'm not seeing it. And I'm putting shit on the screen. The next year against the Portland Trailblazers, this is what he averaged: 28 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists per game in 5 games against the Blazers. I remember that series. Y'all remember when Dame hit that shot on Paul George? This is another series people kind of get on him about. I don't know why. Because if you look at the raw numbers, you could tell he played like a star at that series. Now, of course, he didn't shoot the ball well. But like I've told y'all before, when you talk about a scorer, and this is something that y'all can look up for yourself, I put it on the screen about a week ago. Scorers do not get judged by field goal percentage. They get judged by putting the ball through the basket. For instance, Allen Iverson shot the ball 41% his whole career, not just one season, not one game, not 1 week, not 1 month, not 1 year. For an entire 15, 16-year season, Allen Iverson shot 41% from the field. Tracy McGrady shot 43.5% from the field. Carmelo Anthony shot 44% from the field, right? And I can keep going. All scorers that we know and love shot bad as hell from the field. Scores today, Anthony Edwards, Donovan Mitchell, all below type scores from the field, under 48%. High volume shooters, high volume scorers. They are not judged by no damn field goal percentage. I don't know when this started. Kobe Bryant, my favorite player, 44% from his entire career from the field. He was never about efficiency with Kobe Bryant. It was all about getting buckets and trying to put the ball in the basket no matter how many times you shoot. His famous lines, I'm going to keep shooting no matter how many times I miss. You think he's worried about some field goal percentage? But for whatever reason, people worrying about it now. But back to the point, when you look at his raw numbers, he shot 28 points per game and 8 rebounds and 3 assists in 5 games. But did y'all know in that series he was dealing with 2 shoulder injuries that he had to get shot up as well? See, people don't even put shit on the screen, don't even look it up. That series, he dealt with 2 bum shoulders. We had to go back the next year against the Clippers, our first year. Y'all remember he missed the season up until January. He missed the entire season. Or he missed half the season. It says Thunder's All-Star Paul George has had a procedure to repair a small labrum tear in his left shoulder. A Thunder spokesman made the announcement on Tuesday. George has surgery to repair a partially torn tendon in his right shoulder about a month ago. It was announced at that time that he would have the additional procedure at a later date. Both shoulders hampered him in the final 2 months of the season. His timetable for recovery remains the same. His status will be evaluated before the start of the upcoming season. Boom. So he's dealing with pretty much 2 bum shoulders. He couldn't even lift his arms up until, the beginning of the playoffs. That's what he was playing through. That was the series he averaged 28 points per game. Right? It's documented. It's not made up. Right? It's coming from the Thunder organization. PG was dealing with that shit. You saw the surgery. You saw him be out for the next, half of this next season. Right? This is what he did every single game. All 59 people. Let's get these likes up. You should have 60 likes in here. Let's get these likes up. These are the games he had. Games 1 through 5. Yes, they got gentlemen swept. Yes, they did not, beat the Portland Trailblazers, who were less talented than them. But are we talking about PG's personal performances in the playoffs, or if his teams win? Because if we can go back to the Pacer days where his teams were winning and getting to the, conference finals, people want to change that up and talk about his individual stats. So which one is it? Are we talking about his stats and how he performs, or how his team wins? I need y'all to pick a lily pad and stay there. Because these numbers right here look like they're performing to me. And this is with him being hampered with injuries. Like, y'all see it on the screen. So like I say, bullshit about he's faking injuries and all this stuff. If y'all have a sensitive stomach, y'all can turn. I'm giving y'all a heads up. If y'all have a sensitive stomach, again, turn away. Again, I'm gonna say it again. If y'all have a sensitive stomach, turn away from the camera. If y'all don't have a sensitive stomach, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That don't look like somebody's a person that fakes injuries. See, what the weird thing about it is, we see when PG gets hurt. I don't understand when somebody says that he dealt with an injury that he's somehow faking it. That don't look like a fake injury to me. That shit happened right on national TV. That don't look fake to me. somebody stick their foot inside your landing spot and your knee turns the wrong way, that's not faking it. It's crazy the man's even still playing, to be honest with you. Coming from somebody that's actually had real injuries to Achilles tear, it's crazy that the man's even still playing at this level. The man just made the All-Star team again this season. He's a 9-time All-Star. So I don't understand when people say he's faking or he making excuses when he gets hurt. When you guys see he's every time he gets into a big injury, is right there on the screen. I don't understand how you can fake an injury. I don't understand when it's publicly documented that he's faking injuries. It's just, I don't know, man. It's weird to me. It's weird to me. I guess narratives really, are the thing now. I think it's all about what everybody, wants you to believe. The biggest story. It's not about what's the truth or what's real. It's about, what I'm saying, how big of a lie you can make. It's quite sad. I mean, even with this whole contract shit, all of a sudden that the Clippers don't want to resign PG, even though our star player Kawhi Leonard said after signing he wants to have Paul George and James Harden, return to the team. Adrian Wojnarowski, who's probably the biggest insider in the NBA, report this, and Shams, right? Kawhi signs a $152 million extension, and Paul George is working on an extension as well. This was literally 2 months ago. Now, let me tell y'all exactly what happened. And as y'all come here and smash the like button, let me go ahead and put this on the screen for y'all real quick. I'm going to let y'all in right after this, I promise. Like I told y'all, Kawhi wants PG and James Harden back. See, I'm going to go ahead and expound, like I said, the narrative killer. I'm going to go ahead and eliminate all this talk about PG the Clippers don't want him back and all this about, I'm saying, why isn't he signed? Again, first of all, the star player wants them back. The star player wants him back. For the most part in Kawhi's career, outside of what happened in San Antonio, when he, they tried to force him back on the court, he tends to get what he wants. So that's what superstars usually tend to get what they want. If they say they want something, they tend to usually get it. Kawhi wanted Paul George, he got him. Kawhi Leonard wanted to, get out of San Antonio, he got out of San Antonio. Kawhi Leonard wanted, to get additions, Norman Powell, he got him. The star players tend to get what they want because they understand, the organization understands that they're the commodity. The commodity, the ship doesn't move unless the star players get what they want to feel comfortable. Genuinely. They understand that the championship rides on Kawhi Leonard's shoulders. So whatever he's asking for, they better try their damnedest to get it done. So that's one thing to understand, that the star player wants Paul George and James Harden, just like he wanted, Paul George there in the first place. The second stance is, and let me go ahead and, put this out here. Take this off. The second stance is, I just lost my train of thought. Oh yeah. As y'all saw, they were already working on an extension for PG in January. So what that means is they were already in the talks of getting an extension done. We're in March right now, and there's no extension. Y'all want to know what actually happens when they say that. It means PG, Lawrence Frank, Steve Ballmer, whoever is in the meeting together, offered PG a deal which PG chose not to take. They've already been in the rooms. They've already been talking. This ain't no situation where they signed Kawhi and they didn't say nothing to Paul George at all for 2 months. That's not what's happening. What's happening is they talked to PG already. They've sat him down. They gave him a deal. PG did not want that deal. He's the one holding out. It's not the Clippers. And that's why I told y'all with my source, I said that PG is going to ride this season out, bet on himself, and go out there and dominate for the postseason, which means very great news for the Clipper fan base. Because last time he did that, as y'all know, he dominated in the playoffs the last time he was there. When he came back and said that he was going to be on bully ball in 2021, he would have done the same thing in the next following year had he not gotten hurt. When he tends to say something, he tends to, and have a motive behind it, he tends to perform. He tends to perform when he has a motive behind it. So now the motive right now is I need to get my deal. I'm going to go out here and show out. I'm going to lead us to this championship. Y'all going to have no choice but to pay me my money. That's what he's thinking in his head right now. That's what's happening. So, in a nutshell, and I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, land the plane. I know it's been a little bit long-winded, but like I said, the way I'm seeing him play right now, he's healthy, he's motivated. We're at the tail end of the regular season. Money's gonna be on the line, legacies are on the line. Seen this story before. Like I said, they will be the best duo in the postseason. You ain't gotta believe me. You ain't gotta take my word for it. Just sit back and watch. Just sit back and watch. Series by series. Sit back and watch. Last time they were playing together, right? Both had 31 apiece. Never lost a series again under Ty Lue. The only thing that's been holding this team back, and everybody knows, is injuries. That's it. But the narrative will be trying to be driven that this is another thing I got to worry about in the playoffs is PG and Harden. I've already told y'all, and Thomas have said it many a times, this is not a situation where they're going to go into this and just have 5 points per game or 8 points per game. That's not happening. You got focused, motivated guys on this team who've been on the highest stage at the highest level, go up against guys who never even sniffed the playoffs like that. Minnesota and OKC have no idea what they're about to deal with in about another month or so. They have no idea. They have no idea. That's why I don't believe in them. Playoffs are different. It's not the same as the regular season. So again, closing it out. A lot of y'all going to fill this motherfucker out. And I'm going to ensure that I rub it in y'all face because the disrespect has been out of this world. But I'm going to go ahead and drop the link right now. I'm going to go ahead and, let the 2-minute break go, and then we'll be back. All right, give it 2 minutes. All right. All right, y'all. So we back at it. You know what I'm saying? We got some people in the building right now. I just dropped the link for y'all to come in if y'all want to come here and cook. See, my man Shine in the building. What's good, Shine?
Shit, I had to go down there and cook the Denver Nuggets fans in the fucking chat. Hey, imagine being so fucking pussy terrified that you leave the Clipper community to go to a Denver podcast because you fucking scared of them. Like, do you realize all you're doing is telling on yourself? You're fucking terrified of a healthy Clipper team. Why would you leave? See, how you the defending champions and you're so fucking pussy terrified that you run to the Clippers community. My boy, hey, never in my life have I seen a cowardless move like this since LeBron, ESPN, sit down, free agent decision. That's a cowardly move when you need that much attention that you got to go ESPN to talk about where you're going. And then you go to Miami and you lie to the culture. You lied to the fucking Heat culture down there, the Heat fans, the Heat community. You lied to them. You counted to 8 and bet you couldn't get past 2. That's coward shit. But BJ, you got to be a fucking coward when you're defending champions and you go to where Kawhi Leonard's house is. You're fucking scared. You're fucking terrified. You know who else is terrified, BJ? A long lost motherfucking scary pussy ass coward Kevin Durant Melo. It's getting close to playoff time, and Clippers ain't hurt. That bitch is scared, boy. He done popped up out of nowhere because he thinks the Clippers struggling right now means anything. Melo. See, we was 11-10 last year going to playoffs, boy. Struggling last year coming to your house where you was talking, and we took your home court away from you. And there ain't shit you can do about it. Because guess what? We done picked up healthy Paul George, healthy Westbrook, healthy Harden coming. But y'all ain't gonna see us, Melo, because y'all bitches going home in the play-in. Who y'all gonna beat? Y'all can't stop Dallas. Y'all can't stop the Lakers. Y'all might catch Golden State, but see, I don't know if y'all beat Golden State. Cause y'all got Mr. Durant who's scared of fucking Steph Curry. Now that we called out the cowards for being cowards, only showing up when they're scared the Clippers gonna be healthy. Cause that's all this is, BJ. The Clippers are healthy, like Thomas guaranteed. Remember, I went out on a tree limb. No Clipper fan wanted to listen to me. I told them, this our year, we ain't gonna be healthy. We ain't gonna be hurt all the time. But Thomas, if they hurt all the time, we need to split the team up. No, sir. I said we ain't gonna be hurt all the time. What time? No, sir. I said we ain't gonna be hurt all the time. All right, so now they're here, BJ. So let's get BJ. Can you put up the Terence Mann shit? There's something else I said a long time ago. Terence Mann don't even play. He fucking suck. He had one game. Oh. What? Wait. What? What'd you say? Terence Mann is the only player in the league since January 1st. Motherfucker, it's April. Oh. January the 1st, who has played 25 plus games and shoot better than 55% field goal, 40% for threes. Bitch, I thought they say he went 0 for 10 for 3. Oh, he can't shoot up. Damn, 40% for 3 and 85% free throws since then. Law Murray said, wait, Law Murray? Bitch, how the fuck you get all the Clipper insiders on your show all the fucking time? Bitch, you got more fucking Clipper pulled than fucking 5 strings combined. We got 8 fucking Clipper strings running around here. They can't none of you bitches get one. But yeah, we got a whole gang inside. How do we predict so well, BJ? How do we tell people what we're gonna do and then do it? How do I tell motherfuckers what's gonna happen when Terence Mann get the starting lineup? Now, I would say one thing I did predict, and that's Paul George and Kawhi going cruise control my ass after we showed everybody who the best team was in the NBA from November 17th to damn near in the middle of February. When we showed everybody who the best team was, Paul George and Kawhi want to hit cruise control on me. So I didn't predict that. So crucify me for that. But you saw what was taking place from November 17th to damn near February. Oh, by the way, the Denver Nuggets, the healthy Denver Nuggets, in that same stretch I just spoke on, they got annihilated. And Terence Mann locked up motherfucking Jamal Murray. Ain't that a coincidence that Thomas said this was going to happen? Man, I guess I just go up in the sky and just drop shit out of the sky, huh? This shit just falls out of nowhere. When I tell you it's going to happen, what happens? This shit just comes out of left field, man. Nowhere. Nah. It's called watching film. Mr. Andre, shout out to put his shit up there, BJ. Let's give him a shout out. Andre, do you know who we are going to target when we play Denver? That same dick riding you see in the chat over a number 2 guy, the guy who can't win a playoff series without Joke on the court. That bum, Andre, that's who we will target. We will abuse him, and you will say that Thomas told you so. So keep that in mind as well, because that is exactly who's getting targeted come playoff time. The guy ain't do shit but score the ball and play offense. That's who. That's how we'll win. We'll beat them. And you know what else gonna be sad? Because I ain't even a Westbrook fan, but Westbrook will be in the here you go, Derrick Henry. Westbrook will be in the playoff, posting up Murray, and he will rock the baby on that bitch. In Denver, on their court. He will rock the baby on them. And we will send Denver home. And Jamal Murray will be the reason why, because he will be picked on. And there ain't shit they can do about it. Oh, they can call Doc Rivers. Well, wait a minute. He's working over there in Milwaukee. I guess they call Doc Rivers next year to see if he'll come work for the Clippers to help him out. But come playoff time, we will be healthy. And you know, when we was the best team in the NBA, y'all said it didn't matter to the playoffs, right? So when we struggled the past 3 weeks, it don't matter to the playoffs, right? Wait a minute. Which one is it? See, y'all think that shit can fly, but when me and BJ around, y'all can't get away with that hypocrisy. Y'all can't get away with that shit. Because when we was whooping y'all's ass in Denver, in Phoenix, in Boston, we was whooping y'all's ass and we was the best record in the NBA. Y'all said it don't matter where the playoffs. So use that same philosophy the past 3 weeks. That's a bitch, ain't it? That's a bitch when you try to play the fiddle, but the fiddle plays you. It don't work like that over here, homeboy. Y'all can get away with that shit on them other streams over there because they ain't too bright. They can't keep up. They ain't smart enough. That shit don't work over here. We'll see y'all in 20-something days. Actually, We'll see Melo and Phoenix in 20-something days because they got to worry about getting out of the fucking play-in. We'll see them. Because when playoff time starts, we'll see y'all in the playoffs. And guess what? We going to be healthy. You're going to have to pay the piper. And Kawhi is going to average 30 all playoffs long and ain't shit. Aaron Gordon, Kevin Durant, SGA, James McDaniels, they ain't shit they can do about playoff Kawhi. And y'all boys is a big man. I appreciate y'all pulling up to the pull-up, though, on a nice, beautiful Saturday. We'll see y'all 20-something days, BJ. That's what we're rolling with. They got to pay the piper.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, so Melo coming in or not? I don't know if Melo said
yeah, let Melo in so I can call his ass out for ducking so fucking long. Fucking coward.
Yeah, I'll drop it again, bro. Come on, Melo. Even though you are a delusional motherfucker, I still rock with you.
Yeah, he been scared for fucking 12 months. He showed back up now. Now we got to hear about the Book and KD shit again. The same garbage we heard last year, gonna be the same garbage we hear this year. But everybody hope they don't run into Dallas and Lakers in the playoff, BJ, in the play-in. Because that bitch ain't gonna get out the play-in to even see the playoffs to even worry about healthy Kawhi Leonard. Because they ain't beating Dallas and they ain't beating the Lakers. They going the fuck home. They better hope they grab who the other team down there. Golden State. So Phoenix and Golden State would be the other two. Or Sacramento. They might can beat Sacramento. I don't know. They can't stop Sabonis. And they can't. I don't know. They might not be able to beat Sacramento either, BJ. They can't stop Darren Fox. They can't stop Malik Monk. And they can't stop Sabonis. So, and Darren Fox will lock up Bradley Beal or he'll be on Booker, one or the other. So they will be able to guard some fucking body. But I don't know who the fuck Phoenix going to guard.
Hit the standards right here.
Read them out to me, BJ. You know I'm driving.
You got OKC 1, Denver 2, Minnesota 3, Clippers 4, Pelicans 5, Mavs 6. Suns are in the 7th. They in the play-in right now.
Playing. Melo, y'all bitches suck. How y'all get a big 3? Y'all can't even get to play. Y'all motherfuckers sorry fuck.
Yeah, they trash.
Melo, retire Kevin Durant for your favorite player and go pick up SGA or Ant-Man. Because they both going to be better than him by next year. Retire that motherfucker, man. Y'all got big 3, can't even get out the fucking play-in, man. What the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah, I think
downright terrible, man.
I think it's about who's worse, the Suns or the Lakers.
Hey, BJ, did Andre answer my question? Did Andre answer my question in the chat? Does he know who the Clippers are going to target and beat Denver by targeting this player? Does he know that?
Who tell me? Tell him again.
Jamal bitch ass Murray. Jamal bitch ass, he's getting targeted all playoff series long. And guess what? You better hope Westbrook don't start getting his confidence on Murray. Because if he starts rocking that baby on Murray, man,
it's over.
Just log off. Just fucking log off, man. Don't delete your fucking YouTube because if he starts, because see, here's the thing about you Denver Nuggets fans. Y'all bitches going to have to play Murray and Joker all 48 minutes. Because if y'all trying to play that bench, we are going to annihilate you motherfuckers. Y'all's bench is trash. But y'all's coach is good now. Y'all coach might save y'all a couple games. He will outcoach Ty Lue a couple games. But Jamal Murray will be targeted. And after we target him and we beat him, you are going to kiss Paul George's ass on this panel or in the chat. Because he's going to get targeted. And when you get targeted and you lose at the same time, that's a world of hurt coming from me. Because I ain't going to let that shit die.
Nah, and I ain't gonna let it die either. Let me go to Jonelle real quick. What's good, brother? What's up, Jonelle?
Hey, what's good, son? Hey, yeah, salute,
my man,
my brother Thomas. B Jizzle to the Izzy. Having a great. I hope that you're having a great day, brother. I've been.
What's going on,
I saw the podcast yesterday, BJ, on side for the real topic, and I think that you should do a Patreon. I'll be an avid supporter. I really do think that you got talent for that. And just to touch on other topics, but as far as the topic goes, man, you know, there's a lot of Clipper fans that, quote unquote, were Clipper fans, and they just jumped they just I don't know why they just jumped off the ship like with for no reason, no explanation whatsoever. They just say that we're under achievement or whatever, or they're just running with these narratives that other channels that are anti-Clipper, people go with. And I'm like, I'm very disappointed because nobody watches the game, nobody does research, and like I touched on the point again, there's no real journalism. Everybody is just not really doing their homework as far as basketball goes. They're just going with narratives nowadays, and it's very sad. Yeah, I was watching the interview with Terence Mann, BJ Thomas. He said it himself. And
what did he say? What did he say? Put it on the screen, BJ. Read it for me, Zonell.
Listen to this. He said it himself. It is.
Hold on, Zonell. Read it off the screen, Zonell. Read it off the screen.
Oh man, I'm driving, but I won't be able. I won't be able to read it, but I can recite it in my own words. The regular season is different from the playoffs. Playoffs is a whole different animal, a whole different beast. Terence Mann said this, and this is, Terence Mann is giving me those vibes that they're just ready for the playoffs. They're not, they could go have their ups and downs in the regular season, but we as Clipper followers, we've seen this. We've seen this team thrive in the playoffs. Last year everybody was talking all that trash during the regular season about us going whatever 10-11 was it, Thomas? Then all of a sudden, as soon as the freaking playoffs started,
we're 11-10.
Yeah, 11-10. As soon as the playoffs started, Kawhi just said bump it, and he just destroyed. He just took a dump on KD's forehead, and everybody, the whole world, just stopped after game one, and everybody was like, "What the hell happened? Like, what was it? Nobody expected this. Like, come on. Everybody should know that Kawhi Leonard is going to turn it up, and the Clippers, we're just going to, pass it to a higher gear. We've seen this time, this happen constantly, and obviously injuries have, obviously stopped us from going further. But aside from the bubble, I think that we should have at least a couple of championships. And it's gonna happen. It is gonna materialize, and we're healthier than ever. Like I said, Terence Mann said it, and that gave me, they look like they're about to turn it all the way around. We got less than 15 games. Obviously, we're just ready for the playoffs. That's it. It is what it is. But salute to the chat. Salute to the haters. Shit, man, we got haters. We doing something right, guys? So we must be doing something right. So salute to the haters. Thanks for your support. Always appreciate it. But BJ, Thomas, we ready for this. I'm ready for all the smoke. We're ending with the regular season. I think that we're gonna turn it up. Paul George, I seen those injuries. I actually watched him back in like 10 years ago. I was watching that FIBA Olympics basketball, and I seen Paul George tear his leg in half, and I'm like, I thought that his career was gonna be over after that, but then he just came back better than ever, got better, fine-tuned his game. It's a miracle that he's still playing at this high level, the highest level in the world, the NBA. It's just a testament to his, not just his overall skill as a basketball player, but his mental, the mental aspect of the game itself. People talk about Paul George, that he's mentally weak and this and that, but at playoff, the bubble, but it was well documented that everybody was not into that. That bubble turned a lot of players off. Nobody was, for some reason, just the Lakers were able to pull through it. Salute to them. That's fine. But everybody, it was just unprecedented situations. Pandemic hit us. So it was not a lot of people were going through a lot of things. But aside from that, Paul George hasn't shown me any weakness whatsoever. He does a lot of questionable things in the basketball court. His basketball IQ is still something that is at works, and he's still becoming better at playing high level basketball as far as making good decisions in the court. But I never questioned Paul George as a basketball player. He's better than all these bums. This Jamal Murray's, these dudes, they're good, but they're not in Paul George level. What am I? Are we crazy? Like, come on. We must be like losing our minds thinking that Jamal Murray is anywhere near freaking Paul George's level, like as a player. Come on, that's just ludicrous. It's just like you pretty much lose your basketball badge after you say, people like, like I'm gonna go with my immediate family member, my brother. He's an avid LeBron James fanatic. He just, all he says is Jamal Murray, this and that. It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just not, it doesn't make any sense. It's just not factual. Jamal Murray, he has solid playoffs showings, obviously, but the whole body at work, he's nowhere near Paul George's level. Paul George is that dude. He's a top 5, to me, top 5 player in the NBA in the postseason. And he has shown it, aside from injury, he has had a high percentage of being thriving in the playoffs. But yeah, I'm very confident Paul George is gonna show all these dudes, all these haters, what time it is. And I'm at some channels out here just, taking a shit fest on Paul George. It's like it's uncalled for. Paul George is playing solid this season. Yeah, he has had his ups and downs, but I think that Paul George is like right now he is ready, and it's gonna come. It's gonna come, BJ. Just wait, and it only like I said before, it only takes one championship. That's it. And
Exactly.
after that,
Yeah.
the floodgates open up, and it's a wrap. They talk about the
Yeah.
Lakers. The Lakers every year they're a contender. Blah blah blah. Yeah, but how? But we don't get that same treatment, right? Make it make sense.
They
That's my feeling for
they try to basically make it like, and Thomas said it perfectly. He said when we were winning, oh, it's just the regular season, but we lose a couple games. Oh, look at y'all struggling. It's the games they play makes me be like, all right, I can see right through you. I can see right through you. It's not hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my soliloquy. Keep on cooking, Shine, but I'll be out here.
All right.
Yes, sir.
What you got, Sean?
Hey, I'm handling this phone call. I'll be right back.
All right, cool. So if y'all want to come in, smash the like button, hit the share, subscribe. If y'all want to come in here, make sure y'all click that link. Let's see some of these comments. He said, Charles Martin said, Jamal Murray unplayable versus Wolves. That boy locked up every time. Oh, yeah. It's going to be harder for him to get his shit off, for sure. It's going to be harder for him to get his shit off. Let me look at somebody else's comments. Yeah, there's Nuggets fans all through my channel, man.
They're relentless, huh?
They are relentless. They comment more than my own subscribers.
God damn.
Make me feel like this is a troll. No, that's all Herm, Showtime, Mookie, and all that. That's all they do. They think they're fun. I ain't stupid. Them bitches can't fuck with me, dog. I ain't stupid.
Yeah, it must be what it is.
Mhm.
Let's see. So let me ask you this question, Jonelle. So, how you feel about Ty Lue and the coach going into postseason?
Ty Lue, I was having this conversation with my brother. We always have this, basketball debates. He's as a Cavalier / LeBron James supporter. He told me the other day, "Hey, Ty Lue is a bad coach." I'm like, "Why? Why is he a bad coach, man?" And he couldn't tell me exactly why he's a bad coach. He just said, "Oh, LeBron wanted him fired." I'm like, "You can't. What are we even talking about here? Are we gonna just say random stuff?" Ty Lue is part of that, comeback team. The team that beat the 73 win Warriors back in 2016. He was part of, he was a coach, right? So a lot of people, there must be some sort of playmaking mastermind behind all this, right? That historic quote unquote comeback, right? So Ty Lue was there. Ty Lue has always shown that, that he could take like a Cavaliers team, obviously with a top 10 player of all time, LeBron James, and go to the finals. Play X's and O's basketball, eliminate his competition in the Eastern, even though the Eastern Conference was bad all throughout all those years. They were, for as much as you want to give LeBron James credit, Ty Lue was there. So You know, he gave the man a freaking damn near heart attack. You know what I mean? All that stress. But Ty Lue was there. You know, he was part of the coaching staff. But yeah, Ty Lue has shown me at least that he can make adjustments in the playoffs. He's not a regular season coach. He's just not. And we just, I was meditating on it, and I came to that conclusion. He's just not a regular season coach. He's gonna, and we saw it with the Cavaliers. They were, they were struggling in the regular season, but then when it came that playoff, it was just like night and day difference. It was like you can't even tell like what the hell happened.
That's true. That's
So-
true.
so
he was ass in Cleveland.
Yeah, he is.
He was on the hot seat in Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For all those years, they were trying to blame Ty Lue. You know how it is. Blame Ty Lue. Blame Kyrie. Kyrie said, "Nah, I'm out." But then they move on to Ty Lue and just Ty Lue. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But Ty Lue has he has underperformed in the regular season, but not like they want to exaggerate that too. They want to make it so bad. Like he has somewhat underperformed just a little bit in the regular season, right? Okay, but then when the playoffs have started, he has shown nonetheless that he's one of the best coaches I ever. As far as me, I'm 33 years old, and I never seen a coach make these crazy turnarounds in playoffs. It's just unreal. So I got to give Ty Lue his flowers because he's just a great postseason coach. If you've been watching basketball long enough, if you're not just a casual fan, you know this. My questions with Ty Lue have been, why does he make adjustments mad late? That's the only issue I had with Ty Lue. After that, Ty Lue has shown that he's that dude, and he knows how to play. He knows how to play his best cards, how to show his best cards in the postseason rather. That's my take on Ty Lue.
Yeah, that's mine too.
I'll never argue that. That's so much trash in the regular season.
Yeah,
because he wants to play too.
Regular season, yeah.
He don't want to play the youth. I mean, I told BJ this before the season started. We was having a conversation, and I was like, man, we need to blow teams out and load manage without load managing fourth quarters, right? Because as much as people talk about load manage, that's all Golden State did. When they was good, they load managed every fourth quarter. They 1 quarter per game. Sometimes even after the half, they would sit out the whole fucking team. But nobody talks about load management when it comes to them. It's only Kawhi and Paul George, right? Golden State would load manage their guys all year long because they chose to blow people out and play the youth, right? Ty Lue don't do that. He wants to wear the old guys out, let them play, and not play the youth, which is the total opposite of what Steve Kerr used to do, right? So, and it's the opposite of what Spoelstra does. Spoelstra plays motherfuckers we ain't never heard of, right? So the top coaches that do the most coach completely opposite than Doc Rivers and Ty Lue. All you gotta do is watch. It's not about opinion. It's not about what they think or what Thomas thinks or what a casual thinks. It's not about what you think. It's about what we are watching. And what we watching is James Harden play 40 fucking minutes every night, which is fucking ridiculous. It's idiotic. It's stupid. I told BJ, I said, if we're smart, if Ty Lue's smart, he blows motherfuckers out early. That way the stars sit the fourth quarter, right? Then they don't sit out every night. All the season ticket holders get to see what they want to see, right? But the players also get to load manage like Golden State always did. And load manage, I actually started with Greg Popovich in San Antonio. That's when the shit was really, starting to come out. There was sometimes he would sit all 5 fucking starters. But but that's where that shit comes from.
Yeah, I don't think Nuggets fan is them because he can actually spell correctly. I don't think it's them.
Yo.
Hey, what up,
yo. I know he didn't say that. Did I just hear that right? My bad. I ain't trying to interrupt nobody. My fault.
They spell too good for them. Yeah. What's up, Q?
Hey, what up, BJ? What up, chat? What up, everybody?
Yes, sir. Salute.
What's good?
I'm at work, so I got to make this quick, but I had to get some insight on the guys, man. We balling, man. And I like these 2 games. We played against the Blazers. You know what I'm saying? Like James said, these was games to get our rhythm back. You know what I'm saying? Get that swagger back that we had. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy Westbrook is coming back. Man, Westbrook presence and his energy is definitely missed on that court. You know what I'm saying? In these past few games that we've been playing. And I'm glad to have him back, especially for with the playoffs approaching, because we're going to need him, You're going to definitely need him. And much respect to PG. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even if we did lose a few of those games, man, PG been balling. PG is definitely playoff ready. He's playoff ready, and he's showing it. Showed it yesterday. He showed it the game before. He's been showing it. Just even with his shot selections, it has been better. His shots been falling, and you could tell he's feeling it. You know what I'm saying? He's in that mode. And the Clippers, as long as we go into that playoffs healthy, bro, it's gonna look scary for anybody that faces. Straight like that. I don't care who we play, because at the end of the day, the West is the West. The West is tough. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have to play some good teams, and we can't run away from these battles. We gotta just, you know what I'm saying, be the best team. You gotta just be the best team. And the Clippers have the capabilities to, you know what I'm saying, be the best team. In my opinion, I always felt like that. As long as we stay healthy, we good. Straight like that, we good. James, Kawhi, PG, Russ, and all the other guys, once we locked in, I think we could beat anybody. I don't care who's saying what Jokic, all the people gonna talk like that, because at the end of the day, they the defending champs. The Western Conference got a lot of competition, but ain't no team better when it comes to everything as far as defense and offense that the Clippers could provide. It's just, you just don't have enough. I'm gonna be honest with you. Only time you're gonna have enough is the Clippers give you the opportunity to. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only time. If we play without food, then you might have a chance, but I don't really see nobody really keeping up with us, honestly. And that's my take, honestly.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Q Rich, Jonell, BJ. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't give a fuck if we lose to Portland or beat Portland. Like I said, I don't agree with what everybody says all the time. But one thing the really said that was smart, and I'm going to get to my question in 2 seconds, it was these games don't fucking matter. Come play all the time. Like T-Man said, man, all T-Man said was we don't give a fuck about this regular season. He basically told y'all that without telling y'all that. That's all he said.
Exactly.
All right, now to my point, because y'all know I drive my schedule. I'm not staying up. I'm losing sleep for every playoff game as long as during the week I got to get up early the next day. I don't give a fuck. I know I'll manage. I'll get through. But y'all correct me if on Twitter people are saying that for whatever reason, I understand we're playing Portland. I don't care about the win. I'm not saying we beat Portland, let's be happy. I'm asking y'all a question about the energy and the explosiveness. Did Paul George and Kawhi look? Are they looking a lot quicker? So, and if they are, that only tells me one thing, man. We just fucking wait for the playoffs to get here. Because we're going to flip a switch. If they can flip the switch, are they looking quick? Are they looking explosive? Because one of the Clippers insiders said, man, Paul George is looking really explosive the past few games, the past week or two. Are y'all seeing that or not? Because I'm not watching every game. These games are irrelevant to me. I'm asking y'all.
Yeah. I definitely noticed Kawhi has a little pep in his step, just a little bit. He shown that he could get to the basket at will, especially when it turns that boy. It is like easy money for him. I don't know. I'm not worried about Kawhi. He's not turning it up. Paul George, I know that he's gonna play that bully ball. He's looking for the playoffs. He's definitely, I'm showing a lot more energy on both ends. There's been some plays that he's like iffy about, but it's Portland, and at the end of the day, it's Portland. And what is it? March, about to be April. Less than 15 games left. I'm not so worried about that. But yeah, to answer your question, I believe that they're a lot better. That they look a little bit more fresh than before the All-Star game, where everybody looked kind of tired, kind of lackadaisical.
They look slow and tired a week before the All-Star break and after the All-Star break, right?
It's pretty much the dog days of the season. everybody pretty much was going through it, but hey, everybody's starting to hit that stride, and I'm noticing that our best players are stepping up to the plate. Even though it's Portland is a trash team, I still see differences in their energy and the way they're making it a point that these teams are not in our level. We were beating Portland like easily by 20 points. Don't let the final score mislead you. Like some of these people are gonna do. They're just gonna, you guys won by 10.
Yeah,
whatever,
I don't care. I don't care if we won by 100
yeah,
or lost
we
by
just
20.
shown,
I don't care.
We shown that we could beat anybody by 20. If you watch the games, you know what I mean. It was just easy money. Do not let the final score mislead you. I'm talking
about just those two players.
Yeah.
Because one of the guys on Twitter,
personnel as far as we got the best two players.
Playoff ready.
They're gonna be the best two players in the playoffs, Thomas. They are. Yeah, they're gonna be the best duo in the freaking playoffs. It's just you can't show. Nobody can show evidence of that they weren't. Aside from a world pandemic that everybody was getting, getting infested with, in 2020, the worst year for pretty much the whole human civilization. They were pretty much having issues. So it is what it is. Aside from that, and injuries, I think that we are gonna just run through the West. It's gonna be very one-sided. I think that the team that is pretty much gonna give us fits is the Denver Nuggets because of their coach. I respect. For all you the little Nuggets fans out here just trolling our the chat, I'm gonna give you your flowers. Mike Malone, excellent coach. I salute Mike Malone, and that's the only reason why I salute the Nuggets. For as much as y'all want to talk about the Jokic and all that, Jokic he was getting ass handed to him without Jamal Murray. Let that sink in. Okay? He's great, but we're just it's gonna be a problem for Denver to try to guard Kawhi Leonard, try to stop Paul George when they have it going.
They ain't neither one of them bitches.
Don't have the personnel to stop
neither one of them are doing shit.
Yeah, they don't have it. Yeah.
Neither one of them are doing shit without the other. Neither one of them. Neither fucking one of them. Yeah. Neither one of them fuckers will win. Joker might win one series. That's about all he gonna get. Murray will never in his life win a fucking playoff series without that team help.
Oh no.
He'll never see conference finals like Paul George. Never in his fucking life will he see a conference finals without the Joker. Never, ever in his life.
Yeah.
And everybody knows that. I don't give a fuck what Denver's talking about. Because they know damn well
Murray for being in a great team. He's in a great system, and it is what it is. But he's not.
Jamal's a good player. He's a good player.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna get disrespectful by Paul George, then I'm gonna humiliate your bitch ass point guard you got over there who can't do a fucking thing without Joke on the court. If you're tall respectful, I will give Jamal Murray his respect. If you're gonna get spicy, I'm gonna spit the cold hard facts at your ass. That bitch will never win a playoff series without Joke on the court. You can put that shit in a book. You can record this audio. You can screenshot whatever you got to do. That motherfucker is not ever winning a playoff series if Joke ain't on that court. And now he may go somewhere else and dick ride Giannis, Jimmy Butler, something like that. But on his own, that bitch ain't winning no playoff series. Point blank, period. And y'all fucking know that shit. Now, he's the better closer, in my opinion, than Joker for y'all's team. But he's not going to win the series without Joker on the court for the whole series. That's not going to happen. So don't get the words twisted. Jamal's a better closer, but he ain't going to get the fucking closer and get blown the fuck out if Joker ain't on the court. So ain't going to be no closing opportunities.
Yeah,
that's not fucking happening.
Hey, hold on, y'all. I want to answer y'all a question. Bubba said, and as y'all come in, we got 60 people. We gotta get these likes up over 60 likes.
Damn, they gotta get some likes up.
Get them likes up. So, what y'all think about Andre saying same way Harden gonna get targeted by every team?
Harden has already been targeted by every team, and he's already been in almost the fucking NBA Finals. So what are we talking about? Again, Jamal Murray, they ain't gonna fucking see what Harden has seen or what Paul George has seen on their own. James Harden just scored 45 points last year to win 2 playoff games by himself. Jamal Murray's getting fucking swept if Joker's not on that fucking court. And you know that shit. And y'all know that. Y'all just trolling, and that's why I be getting on y'all's ass, because y'all lying for clout. Yeah, ain't none of y'all will ever walk into Vegas and put a fucking money down, a payment down on the Denver Nuggets to win a fucking playoff series, or probably not even a fucking game without Joker on the court. None of y'all. And y'all know y'all won't, but y'all lying to yourself because y'all can't lie to me. I know better. You can fool yourself and talk to your own motherfucking mirror that you're driving down the road looking in, or you're in the bathroom looking in, whatever it is fuck you doing. You can lie to your mirror. You can't lie to me. Never in y'all's life is any of y'all betting on Denver to win a fucking playoff series without Joker on the court. Never, ever, ever in y'all's life. And Paul George done been to 3 conference finals. So listen, miss me with the fucking line and cap. You bitches suck if Joker ain't on the court, and you bitches suck if Murray ain't on the court. But guess what? Paul George and Kawhi will go win a playoff series without the other one, motherfucker. And ain't nothing y'all do about it. You done seen it. You mad about it. You pissed off about it. And they healthy, and you're terrified. Let me ask you this, Jonell, Q Rich, BJ, Andre. Have y'all seen any of these fucking Denver Nugget fans in another stream not named the Clippers?
Nope.
Have you? Because y'all may go around more than I do. If you have seen them, let me know. Screenshot it, because I want to see it. I don't believe you. They over here because they fucking terrified the Clippers ain't hurt and the playoffs are coming. That's the only reason they here. What was that all year long? What was that all year long? What was that all year long? Them bitches are fucking scared. And you know, guess what? They so damn dumb, they don't know it. They're showing their true colors. You scared?
Yeah.
Why? If you ain't worried about Paul George and you ain't worried about Kawhi Leonard, why are you on this stream? You fucking scared, motherfucker. You scared. Just say you're scared. Go to church.
What I say?
Go to church.
What I say I think I said like a couple weeks ago. I said, damn, what I say? I said, y'all gonna see what should have happened in 2020 if the Clippers and Nuggets face. That's what I said. Y'all gonna see what should have happened if dudes didn't have deaths in the family and things of that nature, man. Guys didn't have to go into COVID protocols, you know, coming in late. Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell and Patrick Beverly, you know, having deaths in the family. Like a lot of stuff that y'all don't even know, or that y'all just don't want to look at. Like, them dudes did not want to be in the bubble. It wasn't just PG.
Yeah.
I ain't even worried about the bubble, because here's the thing. You can't get to the bubble without talking about 2021. So if you ain't going to talk about 2021, then you need to cut it out. There's nothing to talk about. We're not skipping and picking fucking years. The bubble is irrelevant until you face 2021. The bubble is irrelevant until you face what Kawhi Leonard was doing before he got hurt in 2022. The bubble is irrelevant before you face what Kawhi Leonard was doing in 2022. If you ain't going to face the playoffs of 23, 22, 21, then, bitch, we ain't talking.
Thomas, I think that we should have. 21 was the year that we should have won the championship. I think that championship, Giannis,
I can't hear him.
He benefited from the Clippers getting hurt.
Yeah, you should be able to. You
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, I can hear it now. I couldn't hear him at first.
Yeah. The Clippers. You see, the Clippers. We were supposed to be and win the chip 2021. We should have been, Giannis benefited from the Clippers getting hurt. The Suns, they managed to,
Come on, man. We didn't have Kawhi. Jonell, you didn't have Kawhi Leonard. You didn't have Zubac, and you didn't have Serge Ibaka, and you was 2 games from the NBA Finals. But you want to talk about what this bitch-ass Jamal Murray going to do compared to what? Sit your fucking dumb ass down. Sit down and shut up.
Imagine Kawhi not getting hurt in 2021.
You sound fucking stupid. You sound fucking stupid trying to compare Jamal Murray, what he gonna do compared to what Paul George doing without Kawhi Leonard. 2 games from the fucking finals, motherfucker. 2 games from the NBA Finals. Jamal Murray won't see 2 games from the fucking semis, much less the motherfucking conference finals without Joker. And you fucking know that shit. Period. All y'all know that. Ain't none of you, like I said, none of y'all got the balls to walk into a casino and put a fucking bet down knowing Joker's out for the year. You fucking won't do it. I promise you won't do it. And I can't prove it But you can get on this fucking panel. You can ask BJ's phone number. You can send that bitch to him. He'll put it on the screen. That's what you can do. Y'all bitches won't do it because you know better. You fucking scared. That's why you over here, like I said. That's the only reason you over here. That's the only reason Mel's over here. He fucking saw Kawhi Leonard eat his fucking favorite player for fucking lunch. And he threw him an elbow, and he threw him his shoulder, and he dunked on him, and he looked at him, and he tipped the ball out the net, going back the other way. Bitch, boy, here's the ball. Get the ball out the net, and come back down here and try this shit again. You fucking suck. That's what Kawhi Leonard told Kevin Durant. And Melo knows that. It's playoff time. He getting scared. He want to try to come over, think he going to come over here and spook people because the Clippers are playing bad. Like I said, no, motherfucker. We was 11-10 last year going to playoffs. You talking the same reckless-ass garbage shit, and you went missing for 12 months. And now you want to pop back up? You're a fucking coward.
That's right. That's
Damn.
right.
Damn.
Yeah, you gotta talk. We gotta talk about 2021. The dominance the Paul George has played.
Yeah.
Guys, we should have been.
Shit, 2022. You got to talk about every fucking year that Kawhi was playing.
I'm gonna give Giannis I'm gonna give him his flowers, but damn, I don't think.
2021, whatever it is.
2021. He and the Suns, they went to the they went to the finals by default. That's it. I don't think they get through the Clippers with a healthy Kawhi and the way we will roll. I just don't think so.
Fuck no.
That's not gonna happen,
no.
especially with that fragile.
They didn't even have Kevin Durant. You think they gonna beat fucking Kawhi Leonard and Paul George? Lost your motherfucking mind.
Patrick Beverly was making it difficult. Like he was in that jail cell for the pretty much majority of the freaking series.
Bad. Devin Booker was in fucking prison.
Devin Booker. Yeah, he was in prison. He was Alcatraz. So. Yeah, for me to say that, this and that, the Jamal Murray is this and that, I'll pass on Jamal Murray. You know, I'd rather talk about Jokic, but neither of them are going to win without some assistance, neither from a player that, you know, they need each other. They're not going to, it is what it is. We've seen Joker. We've seen him get, tossed around the first round by the Warriors. With Jordan Poole and them, Stephen Curry a Stephen Curry that was partly coming back from an injury, hand injury, I believe, and wasn't even playing he wasn't even starting, and it was just easy money, So if you guys talk about Jokic, that's not gonna move the needle for me neither. So, but Jamal Murray, no, that's a no for me. He's good. He ain't that good. So we gotta pump the brakes on that dude.
There ain't nobody betting on that motherfucker.
Yeah, he ain't that. He's good, but he ain't
going to Vegas and lay a fucking bet down on Jamal Murray, on Jokerless Nuggets. Nobody on earth is doing it. Nobody.
Yeah, if you're betting on Jamal Murray, you're losing all your parlays, man. He ain't that dude.
You're losing all that fucking shit.
Yeah, end up bankrupt and whatnot. Yeah, he's good. But y'all is talking about this dude like he's like something crazy. Nah. He don't move the needle. He don't move the needle. He got to prove it still, and he don't move the needle to me at all. Paul George, yeah, like I said, he's ready, and y'all will see. Can't wait for the playoffs. Shit. Look at the highlights. Look at that. Yep. You can't guard Paul George. I never seen a dude go. See, Dwayne Wade, he's one of the best defensive shooting guards I ever seen in my whole entire life. To me, is Michael Jordan, Kobe, and Dwayne Wade, Gary Payton. This is a very few top that I could consider in that upper echelon. Dwayne Wade is part of it. He's in mine top 5, definitely top 3, if I'm pushing it. Defensive. Shooting guard, in my opinion, of all time. And if it's coming from him that he couldn't guard, he couldn't dance, he just couldn't do anything. It came a point that he just couldn't stop Paul George in 2012. And LeBron James recognized. I'm not talking about LeBron James that was a juggernaut defensively. Not the LeBron James of today.
Don't forget. See, this is another thing people forget. The second time they faced in the 2014 conference finals. Yeah, it wasn't LeBron the best player. It was PG.
Yeah,
he averaged 25
I remember
that series. PG averaged 25. LeBron averaged 22.
Mm-hmm. Damn, it sucks that PG.
Damn, LeBron on a fucking super team averaging 22 in the playoff. Man, what the fuck? I didn't know that. The LeBron fans, well, I finna fry the LeBron fans on Twitter even worse now. That's fucking embarrassing. Bitch averaged 17 in the NBA Finals. You averaged 22 with a super team before that.
Damn.
Man, sit that man. Don't you ever in your life speak that man in the top 5 again, ever.
I agree, Thomas. Me and you agree on that. Nowhere near top 5 player.
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy.
BJ, I actually forgot about that.
Points a game,
I actually forgot about that.
That's fucking crazy. I didn't realize that.
Talk about
I knew the
LeBron.
17 in the NBA Finals, but I didn't know the 22 before that.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I forgot about it. One or the other.
Let me go.
So y'all want to hear my controversial take on this Paul George nonsense or no?
Salute,
Matt. Go to Mash real quick.
What up, BJ?
Yeah,
what up, Thomas? I mean,
on,
I like this. I'm assuming that he must have had a podcast and he said this, or is this just a question that we're asking?
No, it's something I'm saying he's gonna dominate.
Okay, I got you, bro. I got you. Well, like always, man. Salute to my guy BJ, man, for letting me come on and just speak my piece. We don't always agree, but he lets me say what I gotta say. And also Thomas, my guy Thomas, we disagree, but it's all respect there. Honestly, bro,
we agree sometimes.
Yes, and sometimes we agree. But
I just want to know if you drinking on that old fashioned.
I'm about to make one in a little bit too, man. I'm having a fish fry in a little bit.
Yeah, I feel you.
But listen, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's the unknown with Paul George. I mean, we want him to dominate or play up to his standard, right? Whatever that is. Or for me, it's not even a particular number per game. It's just be consistent, right? I can deal with make or miss shots because it's a make or miss league. But Paul George tends to kind of fade away and just does uncharacteristic things at the most opportune times in the postseason. And so if he is at least consistent and I know what I'm going to get from him, I'd rather PG give me 20 points consistently with about 5 and 5 rather than him give me 28 one game, 15 one game, 17 other game, dropping to 30 that game. Like, I just want consistency. And so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends on his matchup too. I mean, he's not going to dominate Minnesota, okay? I think we all know that by now. He's not dominating Minnesota, right? He's not going to dominate the Denver Nuggets, okay, in my opinion. He's not going to dominate the New Orleans Pelicans, in my opinion, because they all have lengthy. Hold on. I'm not done yet, man.
Okay.
Hold on, bro. I'm not done yet. And again, I could be wrong. It's just my opinion, right? You may think different. This is my opinion. They all have lengthy defensive players, and PG is a tough shot taker and a tough shot maker, and he's perimeter oriented. I mean, we know this, right? He's not getting to the basket on a consistent basis, right? This is a guy who was 6'9", 6'8", you know what I'm saying? And he plays like he's 6 feet tall because he gets low to the ground. This is a man who will over dribble all the time, right? And dribble back into defensive coverage. I mean, the IQ is just at an all-time low when he's dribbling the basketball. And so I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So it depends on matchups. But if you're a Clippers fan, yeah, I mean, you want him to dominate, you know what I'm saying? And when we say dominate, for me, he ain't got to be like no 36-6 guy. Just be consistent, bro. Listen, just be Paul George. I mean, I don't know what it is about postseason basketball, but Paul George tends to just do uncharacteristic things. And that's been my biggest issue with Paul George. So we'll see. I mean, listen, I don't think he's going to dominate because of the seeding that the Clippers are in. Like, they're going to face a team with like a pretty damn good defense in the first round. And so they're not facing OKC, in my opinion. They're probably not going to face the Sacramento Kings, and they're probably not going to face the Dallas Mavericks. It's probably going to be the Pelicans, you know what I'm saying, when it's all said and done. And so, no, he's not going to dominate. And I expect inconsistent basketball because that's what he's given us. Like, why are we anticipating, or why would anybody be anticipating something that he's never given us for the most part, right? Which is just a consistent run, right? Now, that 1 year when Kawhi got hurt versus Utah Jazz, he was okay. I mean, maybe he was better than okay. You know what I'm saying? He was good, right? But, you know, game 2, he choked it away at the free throw line. Game 6, you know what I'm saying? While Chris Paul is just dropping 40 plus, he's doing nothing. And so I just want just a clean, consistent postseason run from him. Win or lose, make or miss shots, just beat Paul George. And I don't trust it. Yeah,
well, salute to you, Mr. Mass. Salute to you, brother. But
what up, bro?
Mr. Mass, I want you to point out when has Paul George actually had hasn't shown for a full series? When hasn't he been consistent for a full series?
Is that a trick question? I mean, are you serious right now?
But
what the hell is going on right now?
You could just point it out. went for a
What are you
full
talking about, bro?
series. I'm not talking about the bubble. I'm just discarding
I
that.
hear you. I hear you.
I want you to point out how he has thoroughly been horrible for a full series in the playoffs. I want you to point that out.
Oh, well, see.
But don't go to the bubble. I'm not
Hold
talking
on,
about the
bro.
bubble.
Hold on, bro. I just said everything I just said, and I never said that he was horrible for a whole series. That's why I kept using the word consistent. That's why I kept using the word consistency, bro. So again, I mean, if you're going to rebut me or challenge my argument, you have to hear what I'm saying here. I never once said he was horrible for the whole series. That's why I kept using the word consistency.
Okay.
I want to see Paul be consistent in a long postseason run, right? That's all.
I respect
and
that.
I think that's not too much to ask of a player of his caliber. I think he's that good. Listen, I think Paul George is a top 2 or 3 most skilled player in the league. I think he's the most skilled player on the Clippers. Not the best player, but I think he's the most skilled player on the Clippers at his peak powers. We just don't get a chance to see it consistently because he doesn't show it, for whatever reason. But that's all, bro. I mean, he could dominate. He couldn't dominate. I mean, I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. I'm going off past history, bro, which I ain't seen it yet. That's all.
I respect that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it, bro. I mean, he can shock all of us and have a great postseason run. And you Clipper fans will when I say the most skilled player, like there's nothing on the basketball court that Paul George can't do. There's not one spot on the court where he's not comfortable offensively. At his peak powers, he can play pretty damn good defense. He's a pretty dominant offensive player. He has a long ball. He has a mid-range, and he can get to the basket. Oh, and by the way, he's 6'8", 6'9". So, I mean, he's the most – and he has a dribble. I mean, he's one of the most skilled players in our league. I mean, I think we all know that by now. This is crazy.
Yeah, I can hear that. I can respect that.
BJ, I'm gonna call you later on, bro, because we'll chat later on the phone, bro. I'll you later on, BJ, about what we talked about behind the scenes.
All right, man, hit me.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
that way, when you're out here, we can plan it in. We can plan it out, bro.
All right, one, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bet.
Yep, but I'm gonna let y'all get going, man. I got some people coming through in a little bit, so I just wanted to jump on. I came on, I seen BJ was live, so I want to come and give my 2 cents. So that's all I got, man. So y'all have a good Saturday, man, and we'll get up soon.
Yes, sir. Salute, man.
Yeah, sure.
Send my drink, man.
Yeah, see, that's somebody who completely disagrees with me or completely disagrees with us. But y'all see how that went so smooth. Y'all see how that we can have differences of agreements and still be like shake hands, right? So.
Yeah, I was letting Jonell question. If he hung around, I was going to ask him how many series he saw Paul George lose with Kawhi on the court. Besides,
that's an even better question.
Besides Doc Rivers.
Yeah,
see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Coaching is involved in any critique of any player, right? But it's not when it comes to Kawhi's team. And everybody knows what Kawhi is going to do. They're afraid of that. And so what they do is they try to pick on all the people around Kawhi. Instead of telling me how somebody is going to eliminate playoff Kawhi Leonard, we want to pick around the bush. So I was going to let Jonell and Miles finish. But that was my question. That was going to be my question. If he comes back, we'll get to it. But, I mean, here's the thing. BJ, Jonell, everybody tells us when the Clippers are destroying the NBA that none of this matters. We got to wait to playoffs. Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, if we want to wait to playoffs and we want to refer back to 2020, see, how can you use 2020 as your reference, but we can't use 2021 or 2023 as our reference? See, they just want to bounce around the fucking around the years, around the decades, and just pick what they want to pick to talk about. Because, like I said, you can't go to 2020, not that Mavs did, but you can't go to 2020 without going through 2023 and then 2022. They both didn't play. I get that, but you can't go there without going ABC. Like you can't get the DEFG, you know, you can't do all that nonsense. You got to start at ABC. So the fact that you want to skip ABC, again, tells me you're terrified. So it's like picking on one game 7. Well, there were 6 games before game 7, but you only want to worry about one game. Okay, so come game 7, with or without the bubble, I'm hanging my hat on Kawhi Leonard. So whatever you're trying to pick on is irrelevant. And if you choose game 7, well, I got the best player on the court. If you choose any other games, okay, well, let's talk about the 6 games before game 7 when Paul George was getting off your ass. So, like, how do you want to go around this merry-go-round ducking the smoke?
Right.
Okay. So, like, you want to talk about what Jamal Murray had one game? Bitch, he averaged 22 piss-ass points for the whole series. So you only want to talk about one game? You see how I say they pick and choose what and where they want to talk and how they want to go about getting there and skip over everything. Right? It's just like you can't talk about Jamal Murray and Paul George until Jamal Murray decides to play some fucking defense and not get picked on and not get targeted. When he decides he can do that, then we'll have this conversation. You don't get to DEFG until you worry about ABC, motherfucker. All that other shit, yeah, you don't worry about Jamal Murray having a championship until he can do what Paul George does as the number 1, while Jamal Murray is the number 1. We ain't seen Jamal Murray as the number 1. And you better hope he don't. It's going to be quite embarrassing for you. So you can't take a number 1 job duties and compare to number 2 job duties. It's like going into y'all's 9-to-5 job and say, well, this is what I do, and then we bring up what the lead big dog does, right? So the lead big dog does, excuse the GPS, the lead big dog does this, this, and this. So why should I pay you what I pay him? Because you can't do what he does, right? So imagine yourself going to a job interview. I mean, job interview competing against somebody else, right? And you say, I deserve the job over this guy because I can do this, this, and this. And they say, well, this guy does this, this, and this, plus 10 other things that you can't do. So I'm going to give the job to him. And then you're going to be mad at them for giving the job to the number 1 when you're a piss-ass number 2? No, it don't work like that. Y'all motherfuckers love to camouflage shit. Well, Jamal Murray got a bitch. He got a ring with a fully healthy team. He's never won a playoff series and never will win a playoff series without a healthy team. And you know that. So when you compare these people, you have to put yourself in a 9-to-5 comparison. Or maybe if you're a business owner, but you're bidding for a contract from the gas company. Okay. Well, this company over here called SEC can do everything on the move for the gas company. This company over here called Gunner Construction, they can only do this for the gas company. So this company's good, but they ain't SEC good, right? So when the gas company goes to handing out contracts, they're going to hand out the biggest contract to the guy who does the most, which is SEC, not Gunner, aka Jamal Murray, who handles number 2 shit. Now he ain't a number 1; he's a number 2 who has to follow around like a puppy dog the number 1. So that's the same shit when you start talking basketball. That's a comparison if y'all want to use to break down, and y'all may think it's funny or whatever, but it's actually reality. You don't give a number 2 job duties that he can't fucking handle. When the number 1 can handle those, number 2 can't handle. So until Jamal Murray can handle number 1 role, until he can do that,
he can't do it. He can't do it.
He's a piss ass number 2 who ain't nobody to talk about. Now
he can't.
Now let's go to the next topic, because that ain't a fucking topic to even have. That's how you handle that fucking dumbass argument. I ain't even a Paul George fan. I'm hard on this motherfucker. I'm hard on him. Hard. I got higher expectations for him than most people. So until Jamal Murray can do everything on the court, pipe down, sit down, and let him be the PR number 2 that he is. That's how we gonna go about that. And it's not no hate on Jamal Murray. It's just fucking facts. Paul George went to 3 conference finals without a Hall of Famer. Jamal Murray has been to no playoff series wins without a Hall of Famer. There's no hate. There's no shade. Reality is reality. You can't rewrite the history books. If somebody three-peats again and they go 6-0, you can't rewrite that shit because you don't like it, because he's not from your era. You can't rewrite it. No. It is what it is, and it's in the history books, and there ain't shit you can do about it. Point blank period. Jamal Murray can't do what Paul George does, and the day he can, then we'll have a conversation. That might be 40 years from now. But as of right now, he can't do it. And he won't do it. And I predict he's not ever going to do it. So
and Paul George, we go hard in the paint. I go hard in the paint every time he just, I go at him. Every time, I'm like, you know what I mean? Because I expect Paul George to, to play great because he's a great player. I expect more out of Paul George when he doesn't play good, But, I don't expect much from these dudes that they're not even they haven't made an all-star team ever in their lives. They're good, but it is, these dudes are just not in that level. Paul George, for as much as we're not putting him on a pedestal, none of that. We call him out. I call him out at least. When he does questionable plays, certain switches, he just misreads certain defensive schemes that they're doing on him. But that's just the regular season. Paul George, to me, even though he's not in Kawhi levels yet, as far as basketball IQ goes, he's still amazing, like fun, like elite ball player. Like to me, and he has no weaknesses whatsoever, offensively nor defensively. This guy is just a juggernaut. So I don't put him on a pedestal at all, but I know that he's definitely something that teams are gonna have to try to figure out, and unfortunately, they're not gonna be able to, because this dude, if your schemes are just playing one-on-one, you can just cut your losses. You're not gonna give us any issues whatsoever, because you got Paul George. Who's gonna have an answer for this freaking punch? Like when that punch, 1-2 punch happens in the playoffs, that is gonna be so detrimental and so overwhelming for the opponent team. Unless you're pretty much the defense, and I'm saying defensively speaking, unless you're the Timberwolves, what are you gonna do when Kawhi decides to score 15 straight points in a quarter? Paul George starts just doing things that you can't stop. Most teams, they don't have an answer for that. So, and I yet to see that duo, unless unless you want to point out and have a cop out, just cop out and say that the bubble and this and that. Unless you are gonna do that, I don't see, because that's a very very particular situation right there. If you want to be honest, I haven't seen this duo, play bad. Apart from besides injury, I just haven't seen it. So, it is what it is. When we dominate, y'all gonna have all these haters. Y'all gonna have to just swallow that pill. Y'all gonna have to actually take that. It's gonna be hard for a lot of teams to stop us.
Here's the thing, Jonah. Here's the thing. If I'm assuming Tyler's going to do this, it's just a matter of when. BJ, you can record this audio right here, right now, so these people can hear this. This is an if, so don't come back to me saying I didn't say if. This is a prediction of mine. If Ty Lue matches Jamal Murray with Terence Mann, Paul George is going to average more points versus Denver than Jamal Murray does versus the Clippers. And you can record that audio, and I'm going to repeat it so that can't nobody say, well, you broke up, we don't know. If Ty Lue matches Terence Mann on Jamal Murray's minutes, I don't think that he's going to, so there's some hope for you Denver fans. There's some hope. I don't think Ty Lue's going to do it. He loves offense too fucking much. But if he brightens up, if he matches Jamal Murray's minutes, I mean, with Terence Mann's minutes, is what I'm saying, Michael Porter and Jamal Murray are going to get fried trying to guard Paul George because Aaron Gordon's going to have to deal with Kawhi. George is going to average more points than Jamal Murray in that series, but it's only going to happen the way I say it's going to happen, and that's if Terence Mann is locked in on Jamal Murray and Terence Mann plays damn near every minute he plays. If that happens, Jamal Murray is getting locked up, held down, and Paul George is outscoring him. And you can record this audio, you can edit this shit, and we can play this shit again before we face Denver in the playoffs. That is going. If Ty Lue plays this correctly, that is going to happen.
Yo, Thomas. Hey, Sean. Andre want to bet 1,000 on that.
Yeah.
Put a stack on that.
Okay. So tell Andre repeat the bet back to me then.
Okay. Repeat it back in the chat. Thomas
because we're not going to say that certain shit happened and didn't happen.
Okay.
Because if Ty Lue does not keep Terence Mann on Jamal Murray and playing same minutes that Murray plays, then this bet is going to be no good.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm telling you what Ty Lue needs to do. Was the smart thing to do to win that series. But whether Ty Lue does that or not is two different conversations. Like I said, there's hope for Denver because we know Ty Lue likes to play offensive players, meaning Terence Mann won't play the minutes that Jamal Murray plays. So it's probably a bet that we never even gonna get to have. But if he was to do that, that is going to happen.
Exactly.
But you know, like I said, I don't think it's going to happen because I know Ty Lue, dumbass. Ty Lue going to play power with Harden and Westbrook. They're going to play all that offense, so this shit ain't never going to happen. And by the way, BJ, Andre is pretty intelligent. He knows that's not going to happen, so it's easy for him to say, I want to make $1,000 bet on that when he knows it's 99% that it's not going to happen.
He said he'll bet you $1,000 that Murray will average more points than PG in the playoffs.
This guy is
no. That's not what I said. You see, that's exactly why I said record this audio because that's not what the fuck I said. Murray is going to get the ball a lot more. If Joker goes down and Kawhi goes down, Paul George will average more than Murray in the playoffs. But we're not going to see that. The odds of that happen is slim to none. But that's not the bet I made, and I repeated the shit. I mean, that's not the prediction I made, and I repeated the prediction 2 times, and you still fucked it up.
I just think PG will be better than Jamal Murray. He'll be more impactful.
Well, he'll be the better player overall. He'll be the better player overall, period. But I'm talking about points-wise, since they love to talk about points. Points-wise, Paul George is going to share the basketball with other scorers way too much for him to average more than Murray. Right. But if Ty Lue plays this shit the way he should play it, and we all probably know he won't, Paul George would average more than Murray because Murray will be locked up in that series. That is guaranteed.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all see everything come to fruition. I told you what was going to happen when T-Man started. I told you how T-Man was a shooter. Y'all say, how's he a fucking shooter? Well, you put it on the screen as a shooter. You saw him lock up people. That's another thing, BJ, too. Our defenses fell off the past 3 weeks since the guys got tired of lackadaisical. But before that, Terence Mann and the Clippers was the #1 defense in the NBA since Terence Mann entered the starting lineup. That also started on November 17th, and it also went to damn near February. So what I'm saying is what we need to see, or what we seen, what we know can take place in the playoffs. We already seen it. We seen it from November 17th to damn near February. It's in our bag of tricks. It's sitting right there. It's just a matter of time to when we pull it out. And I actually think it can get better than it was in the season when if Ty Lue plays Terence Mann even more. I think the defense gets even better. The more he's on the court, the better the defense is going to be. The defense is going to be good, I think, anyways, because I think our players are going to turn up the defense. But I'm just saying the more he plays, is the better the defense will get. So if he only plays 20 minutes, we'll still have a good defense. But Jamal Murray is still going to see 25 minutes on the court without Terence Mann on the court. That's why I said, listen to my prediction. Don't come in here with no stupid-ass rebuttal that I didn't even say in the first place. But we saw what the Clippers can do when they decide to turn it on. You saw it from November 17th all the way to February, and we're not seeing it right now, but that don't matter because y'all said when we was seeing it that it didn't matter, wait to the playoffs. So guess what? We wait to the playoffs. So all the shit we see right now don't matter. And actually, y'all should have more faith in the Clippers because you saw the Clippers go 11-10 the last 21 games of the season last year, and they were sucking. 11-10. So and then you saw the playoff players turn on playoff mode. So y'all actually, as a Clipper fan, should be even more intrigued because you just saw this same Clipper shit last year at this same time that we're seeing it right now. You saw this last year, and we still went in there and took home court advantage. See, y'all actually should be more confident now after watching last season.
Cottage 81. He said I did 45 videos. What you do 45 videos of, bro?
He always saying he does video. He's promoting his channel. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a YouTube channel over there. That's what he's doing.
I'll check him out.
Yeah, at this point of the season, when I see Kawhi Leonard saying that, because he was like, you got to read even to the lines with Kawhi. He's very methodical in everything that he says. He doesn't speak as much in the press, but he just you got to read into what he says and understand what he means. He saying that he at least getting the top six seeds at least is the most important thing for him. That means that he understands that his team is built for the playoffs, and he understands that.
Man, everybody knows that.
Yeah, there's three teams that are.
And this the thing, Jonah. Not to cut you off, but to add to your point, this is the thing. When the Denver Nuggets, 2 stars, hit 32 years old, they're gonna look just like the Clippers right now. They're gonna be one of the top teams, and they're gonna be cruising and losing fucking games. They ain't gonna be the number 1 seed all the time. Just like the Cavaliers with LeBron. Them bitches floated up and down the standings all the time, every year. Them bitches wasn't the number 1 seed going 73-9 all the time. You know who that was? The young Golden State, the fresh legs. They was the one doing that. LeBron and his team, they was just cruising along. Denver's gonna do the same shit the Clippers are doing right now in 5-6 years from now. The legs are gonna be a little bit older. Joker and Murray's gonna be a little bit smarter. They're gonna turn it down. They're gonna cruise through the regular season, and then it comes playoffs. They're gonna whoop somebody's ass. The same shit the Lakers did last year. The same shit the Heat did last year. Old teams, old legs, cruising, get in the playoffs, and boom, they hit your ass in the mouth, and you don't know what's coming. The Denver gonna do the same shit you see right now from the Clippers.
Yeah. Aside from Kawhi obviously, with in San Antonio and Toronto. Yeah. Aside from him, Paul George has been the number 1 player in his youth, as far as his 20s, his prime years. He knows what it feels like to be the number 1 player in a franchise in the Indiana Pacers. They pretty much were there, the top of the Eastern Conference, right? The Miami Heat were right there with them. But he knows what it feels like to have a high seed. So does James Harden. These guys, they know what it feels like. There is nothing. See, when they have that shirt, they've been there, done that. They have the T-shirt, like the saying goes. So it's nothing special. All right, you got home court, yeah. But these guys are ready to make a push in the playoffs, which is the most important thing for them. Man, and like I said, Kawhi Leonard saying that.
if Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, bro, once they turn it on in the playoffs, and both of them bitches is averaging 25 to 35 points, give or take 5 or 6 points in either direction. Once they turn it on in the playoffs, everybody's gonna see. Oh well, yeah, they did. They don't need the number 1 seed. I was wrong.
They understand. They understand that these teams are very young and they need momentum because they need something to hone in on. You know, our players, our stars, they know what it feels like to be at the top. They're already used to that. So it's like it's nothing new. And on top of that, quite understand that these teams won't budge as far as the seeding goes. So he's not gonna really care about if we end up like anywhere. But I think that we're okay 4 seed. If we could try to push a 3rd seed, we'll be it is what it is. It's not gonna make a difference, to be honest with you. Not a lot, not a whole lot. But it would have made a difference, obviously, if we were the 2nd seed and 1st, but it's not really gonna make a difference.
I mean, hell, BJ says it all. BJ says it all the fucking time, man. If you think about it, we don't even fucking play good at home. What's right on the fucking road? So we're not even have home court advantage.
Yeah, it's a mental game, and players hit that stride. And I know that BJ, you're gonna agree with, you're gonna actually. Well, Thomas, you do know what I'm going to say. You're going to understand this 100%. Players, superstars, or star players, they hit a stride once they hit that certain age, about 32 to 33, probably until 35. That they see things play out in slow motion in the basketball court. I think the Kawhi is in that stage right now. So is Paul George. Things just happen in slow motion. They're not really phased. They're stoic about things that are happening in the regular season. Or how they've seen all the. They pretty much seen how are they gonna get played every single, but they've seen all the defense possible that the teams are gonna throw at them. They've seen it all, and obviously James Harden knows, him being a top dog in Houston for over a decade. Just, he understands how defensive schemes work. So they're unfazed. They're not shook. They're just ready to hit that. Okay, we got 16 games to win. Let's go. That's it. I think that's the mentality. These the youngins, the younger players, they need momentum because they haven't built that callus yet. So they actually will benefit from being a higher seed just because of the confidence point, for their confidence. And I think that OKC and Minnesota, they're gonna benefit from that the most. Denver, they understand what it feels like to be in the 1st seed. They're a little bit they won the championship. They know what it feels like. They've been exposed to that level of intensity, playoff intensity. But these dudes, they don't know. The younger players, they're gonna run into some crazy stuff in the playoff that they're not gonna have. See, if they don't got their shit together, it's gonna be. Man, they're gonna be out of here very quickly.
I'm gonna tell you they're gonna run into the playoffs.
Yes, let me ask y'all a question. So this Kawhi Jokic matchup, I can't wait to see this if this happens. What is Kawhi gonna do to elevate himself over Jokic? Because
he gonna guard that motherfucker.
He gonna take him out the series or take him out of the game.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. You record this audio too. What's gonna have to happen? Because Denver's gonna try to go that pick and roll.
Mm-hmm.
That pick and roll is only fucking deadly when you can't guard it. And there ain't very few many teams in the league that can guard it. That's the problem. You put fucking Zubac on Aaron Gordon. This is going to happen. And I'm going to record this live game when it happens. I'm gonna have video to put on this panel. Zubac is going to be guarding Aaron Gordon. Kawhi, now I'm not saying every game, I'm not saying all the time, but I'm saying when the shit gets serious, Zubac is going to go to Aaron Gordon. Kawhi is going to go to Joker. Terence Mann is going to go to Jamal Murray, and they're going to try that pick and roll shit. And when we start eliminating that pick and roll, because you're not finna pick on both of them. You're not. It's not. I told y'all this early in the season. You watched it. Kawhi will get on Joker. And for all the Denver Nuggets fans that want to talk about Game 7, you know what happened in Game 7? Even though Paul George had a bad, you know what happened? Kawhi Leonard locked Joker the fuck up. That's what happened. He was assigned to him, and don't tell me he wasn't, because I got screenshots of that too.
They don't want to hear it, Tom.
He was assigned to Joker, and Joker got locked the fuck up.
Hey, they want to act like that never happened, Thomas. So
that motherfucker only had 16 points in Game 7, and if Jamal Murray hadn't got hot, Jamal only averaged 22 points the whole fucking series. That bitch wasn't scoring 40. He got hot for one fucking game, and it saved Joker's ass. Joker was locked the fuck up. Anybody don't believe me, go watch the fucking game. He had 16 points. Kawhi locked his ass up. Mm-hmm. Just so happened that dumbass Doc Rivers kept letting Reggie Jackson, Lou Shamet, Lou Williams and Landry Shamet. He kept letting them guard Jamal Murray. Jamal got in his fucking microwave, and then when they tried to put Kawhi over there, it was too late. Any offensive player in their microwave, it don't matter who's guarding them, they're going to score the ball. That's common sense. Anybody who's ever played the game, which I know 99% of y'all hasn't, but anybody who's played the fucking game knows exactly what I'm talking about. When you get hot, there's damn near no defender that can fuck with you, because everything you do, your emotions and your feelings feel like it's going in the basket no matter who's around you, right? Joker was saved by the bell that Doc Rivers was dumb enough to bench to bench Patrick Beverly, bench Michael Green, and played Landry Shamet, Reggie Jackson, and Lou Williams way too much. They let Jamal Murray get hot, and Jamal spoke on that after the series. He said, we just kept waiting for the lineups because we know Doc was going to play him. He's been doing it all series long. We kept waiting on this shit. Kawhi locked Joker up. And don't say, well, Joker's got this, since then he's got better. Okay, bitch, Kawhi's got stronger since then. So what? Oh, by the way, Kawhi's offense is better now than it was then. So what? Hey, everybody gets better, so I don't want to hear no piss-ass excuses. He got locked the fuck up by Kawhi Leonard. And if Terence Mann's on Jamal Murray, that pick and roll is dead. And y'all can book this, y'all screenshot this, whatever you want to do. I've been telling y'all this all year long. What's going to happen when we play them? If we don't, Denver Nuggets fans, y'all will be happy because we will lose. Because everybody else on the court can't stop fucking Joker and Jamal Murray. But them two can, and I have to assume that with Ty Lue being on the hot seat, he is going to have to go to that matchup. And when he does, y'all can rest in peace that fucking trophy you got last year. Because y'all will be going to fuck home. That's what y'all will be doing. But y'all better hope. And that's some good hope for you. It's high percentages that Ty Lue don't play this because he loves to play offense. So there's some high percentages that everything I'm saying don't come to fruition because that's what Ty Lue does. That's also why he was on the fucking hot seat in Cleveland because he kept playing offense too much and they was fucking pissed off.
Fine now. Start it. Can't hear.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you, Janelle.
Yeah. Just keep adding on to what Tommy was saying. When they run that, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. See what that yeah. I'm gonna let you cook right now, Thomas. But I'm gonna say this. See when they run as far as Denver, when they run that pick and roll, when they run that pick and roll, they're not gonna see on the switches. They're not gonna see Lou Williams. They're not gonna see Patrick Beverly. They're not gonna see none of these dudes that were pretty much not gonna help or they're not gonna. They weren't known for defense. Landry Shamet, these dudes.
I think he dropped off.
Yeah, I think he dropped off.
Shit, we gonna end it anyway.
No, all right, go ahead.
What you gonna say? Go ahead. Before I end it.
I was gonna tell everybody what he was trying to say. See, Denver can't pick on Landry Shamet, Reggie Jackson, and Lou Williams. They ain't on the court. That's what he was about to say. You can't pick on people who's not on the court. That's why when you revert back to that series, it's null and void. Because those players are not on the court no more.
Exactly.
And that's what Joe Neal, go ahead, he's back. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, I was gonna just give my 2 cents on it, but I'm gonna let you cook, Thomas. You're not gonna see none of these dudes that Paul, Doc Rivers was playing. So it's a whole different. With 5 years removed from the bubble, it's gonna be a whole different beast. Whole different clip. I wish we had the wing players that we had. Before the trade happened, but we managed to stay afloat. And I think that Ty Lue has a couple of things that he's not gonna reveal to us yet. That's I'm still in kind of like expecting something different from Ty Lue. I'm gonna give. I know, Thomas. I know that you're gonna say that you don't trust Ty Lue. Yeah, I'm gonna bet that Ty Lue is gonna do something that is gonna blow our minds away. This dude wants to avenge himself. He heard all the chatter and all the talk, and I've been in Ty Lue. I've been questioning Ty Lue all the time throughout the season. But I kind of understand. I understand him, his makeup of the way he coaches the game, even though his lineups kind of suck. Not his lineup, his pretty much his rotations during the regular season. I'm gonna give him a chance, and I'm gonna hope that I'm expecting him to do something totally different. But I'm definitely in. But that's that's something that is yet to come. But it's gonna be a whole different beast if we if for y'all Denver fans that think that the bubble has something that they to do with y'all being better than us. Yeah. Well, wait. Well, if you guys make it far, we'll see y'all down the line. But yeah, I gotta run. I'm gonna let y'all cook. BJ, you have a great day, blessed day. Thomas, keep on cooking.
Right,
keep on cooking. Handle these dudes, man.
All right, John. Yes, sir. Be safe.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
brother.
Yes, sir.
Shit. Love that dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got. I've never said that Ty Lue don't have tricks up his sleeve. What I said was, you just better hope he plays too much offense. Because I have given him credit a couple times saying he has shown that if his back's against the wall, he will shake up the whole motherfucking lineup. I can't take that away from the man. But running James Harden in the ground, wearing the dudes out, this, that, and the third, man, that shit don't make no sense to me. I mean, these guys are old, bro. And we have youth. Everybody in the Clipper Nation is screaming, play the young guys. Everybody's saying that.
Right.
But Ty Lue won't do it. And that's always been I've always said this. The NBA's only hope, I've said this a million times, the NBA's only hope is that fucking Ty Lue plays too much offense. And there's a chance he doesn't. But there's also a chance that Kawhi overrides his ass like he's done before. So that's why I'm optimistic, because of Kawhi. If Kawhi wasn't on the team and this shit was Jimmy Butler, nah, Clippers going home. they get sent home because Jimmy Butler ain't gonna override the fucking coach. And if he does override the coach, Jimmy Butler can't go in there and lock up Luka, Giannis, Joker. He can lock up some, but he can't lock up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
See, in the playoffs, the one thing is on our side, BJ. In the playoffs, I'll let you close. The what's on our side, no team in the NBA has a player that they can say, go guard the center, go guard the power forward, go guard the small forward, go guard the shoot guard, and go guard the point guard. There's only one team in the NBA that has that player. There's only one team. He can only play under one contract, and that's Kawhi. I mean, that's even no doubt in my mind, BJ. If even if the fucking 76ers made the fucking finals, if it came down to a fucking game, one quarter or whatever, there's no doubt in my mind they would put Kawhi Leonard on Joel Embiid. And there's no doubt in my mind he wouldn't be effective. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that he'd be effective, because he would be. He's stronger than everybody else on the fucking court. And just because you see one fucking Rudy Gobert dunk don't mean nothing. Kawhi, so right, reason I say that, every team, BJ, is going to be forced to revert to game plan B. And 9 out of 10 times, that ain't going to work for people. It just ain't going to work. Because Kawhi is on the fucking court. And not only you got to stop him from averaging 35 on you, you got to figure out how the fuck you going to stop Kawhi from locking up your best player. And it's really just that fucking simple. Come playoff time, all the shit you seen in the regular season is fucking dead. Kawhi is killing the snake. He's taking the head off the snake. And when he does that, BJ, who has an answer of plan B that they can trust to go out and win the playoff series?
Nobody. And I want to play. Go ahead.
And again, you can't revert to one specific game. That's not the answer. One game that Doc Rivers coached that set you up, gave you free matchups, that's not a standard. That's called a coincidence. Now, you again, BJ, again, you beat other teams to go to the NBA Finals. Anthony Davis is not Kawhi Leonard. Lou Dort is not Kawhi Leonard. Giannis Antetokounmpo is not Kawhi Leonard. And I'm talking defense taking game plan A away from you. See, nobody can take Denver's pick and roll away from them. There's only one team and one player that can do that. And even if Kawhi is on the pick and roll, he still got to have a help because the pick and roll is 2 versus 2. You still got to have a helper, right? We got to help him. No other team has Kawhi and Terence Mann. They might have Jason Tatum and Drew Holiday, but Jason Tatum ain't Kawhi Leonard. Jimmy Butler, he ain't Kawhi Leonard. Now, he don't have no Terence Mann defender on his team. He might have defenders somewhere around there. They ain't fucking Terence Mann.
Hey,
there's only one team. Go ahead.
I want to play something before we go ahead and head out. It kind of revolves around what you said. So that y'all don't know, this is a former player that spent a few years in the NBA. I think over 10 years. Austin Rivers. He has a podcast now, which is actually pretty good. He spoke about Kawhi and the Clippers. I want y'all to kind of hear what Austin Rivers had to say about Kawhi come playoff time, because this kind of echoes something that you say, Sean. Right? I think this is going to really echo some sentiments that you say, because I don't think people understand what playoff Kawhi really is. So hopefully Austin Rivers put this in context for y'all. And after this, we're going to go ahead and close it down. And we'll be back on, if not tomorrow, actually Monday, back Monday. So y'all enjoy Austin Rivers speaking about this.
If it's Boston versus Clippers in the finals, Clippers are winning the fucking championship.
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard's going to get that shit done. Promise you. In the finals, he's getting it done.
It's so unfair for me to say this, but
I'm right too. He's gonna. There's no way he loses.
I just want him to be healthy for all those series, like that he was in 2019 for the Raptors.
Well, he's been healthy all season long. It looks
Yeah.
like he's in great shape. So there's no signs that he's not gonna be.
Yeah.
Playoffs too. There's no back-to-backs. There's always a day or 2 or 2 days in between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The best thing about him is heavily is it on his shoulders. He's got help. He's got hella help, bro.
Yeah.
He's got James gonna give you 20. Paul might give you 20, 30. Powell gonna give you 15. Russ gonna give you 8, 9, 10. Like, but he's got plenty of scoring over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll be all right. They don't need him to go for 40 every game to compete. This isn't last year. If that team's healthy to go in the playoffs, look out.
It's the team with the most. It's the franchise with the most championships versus the team that's never won one, the Clippers, that people think are cursed. So it'll be a really good matchup in the finals. You got
that would be
Tatum and Brown versus Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Those are obviously great, perimeter players.
Drew. James Drew aspect. You got Derek White, Powell. You got all the matchups right there.
Right.
Then you still got Porzingis coming in the mix. God damn, Boston's good.
Yeah, Boston is really good.
So, Sean, so you understand what Austin Rivers, a former player, said. Something that you echoed. For one, he said Kawhi's going to get that shit done. He said Kawhi's going to get that shit done. Point 2, you say it all the time, we're not going to be hurt every year. Point 3, we got plenty of help. So I don't understand this notion that Kawhi's gonna be by himself. You got
the biggest
help.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You got it.
But the biggest point, BJ, you didn't mention. The biggest thing I took from that is what I told everybody a couple weeks ago. We was arguing on the panel real bad. The playoffs, there's two reasons the playoffs benefit the Clippers more than everybody else, BJ. The biggest thing Austin Rivers said right there, they ain't no back-to-backs. We resting after every game. Right? And then when we travel, we get 2 or 3 days of rest. So if we play on Monday, we're off Tuesday, Wednesday, and don't play again on Thursday night. So the game finishes Monday night, BJ. Right? So you got Monday night. All right, your legs start recuperating from the time the game's over, right? So you got Monday night, all the way to Tuesday night, 24 hours, all the way to Wednesday night, 48 hours, all the way again to Thursday night, you start playing, which will be like, 21 hours, because the game lasts 3 hours. The biggest thing Austin Rivers said that benefits the Clippers, they ain't no back-to-back, so our legs are going to stay fresh. And here's the thing, BJ. If our 2 stars lock in defensively, we're not just beating you. We're giving you ass whoopings. And we're going to be resting in the 4th. So we're going to get even more rest if our players are even more better, right? And then also, BJ, as the series goes along, the intimidation factor of dealing with Kawhi starts to get in your head. When you start getting mentally weak, BJ, it's over. The series is over. The only reason Denver didn't get mentally weak was because, and they said this after the series, Doc Rivers was putting favorable matchups on the court for us. That's why I tell you, your only hope is Ty Lue. If he does not put the favorable matchups on the court, BJ, Terence Mann and Kawhi is going to start killing the head off of the snake. The more a player struggles, a.k.a. watch Jimmy Butler in the finals, watch Jason Tatum in the finals, once they realized, BJ, they had no comeback, the series was over. And it got worse and worse. And that's what you got to face with Kawhi. Kawhi gets to rest. There is no back-to-backs in the playoffs, BJ. You're resting. The other thing, like he said, you got plenty of help. So we have saw, let's go across the Clippers roster. We just saw Norman Powell hang a 40-plus ball. We just saw this last playoff. We just saw Westbrook give us 30 for 3 straight games. Now, granted, Westbrook has to have the ball to do that. He's not a player to come in and just start spraying three-pointers and hit 7 threes and 6 free throws and got 30 points. That's not how he operates. But the point is, you have to face those 2 players, BJ, after you deal with the playoff mode of Kawhi and Paul George. Because, see, again, you can pick on Game 7 all you want to the haters. Bitch, you have to deal with our players 6 games before you get to a Game 7. And now you got to deal with all of them combined on one court. It's one thing to deal with Westbrook for 7 games when he's the only fucking player on the court. Or when he has Paul George. That's one thing, BJ. You're not dealing with those players anymore. You're dealing with those plus 3 others. Andre can't stand this shit. And Mavs can't stand it because Harden played for their teams. We just watched James Harden hang 45 or 40 plus 2 times and win 2 fucking games without Westbrook, without Powell, without Kawhi, without Paul George, without. We just saw this. The same guy that y'all calling old just won 2 games by his fucking self, carrying the 76ers. So that's 3 games. I gave you a Powell 40 ball, and I gave you James Harden 2 40 balls. That's 3 games. We ain't even talked about the stars yet. Westbrook gave you a 30 ball for 3 straight games. So Powell's game and Harden's game, that's 2 games. That's 3. Westbrook gave you 30 for 3. That's 6 games. BJ, there's only 7 games in a fucking series, and we ain't even got to Paul George and Kawhi yet. What team has players they can fall back on after this shit is gone? That is what Austin Rivers is telling y'all. You see, y'all just want to cherry pick one player for one game. That doesn't work like that. You have to face these players. And when you start facing Westbrook and Powell, BJ, they are rested players. That is dynamite coming off the bench. I don't even like Westbrook. I didn't even want him on the team. But if I'm going to sit here and say that when he does come in the game, and Jamal Murray's done played fucking 32 minutes in the game to help keep up, and Jamal Murray's tired, and he has to deal with fresh Westbrook is going to murder him. And then you're going to say, well, Murray won't be going to Westbrook. Gordon and Porter will. Okay. Well, Kawhi George for 40-plus minutes. They're going to be tired. But in the playoffs, usage of the stars up. What you're seeing Paul George and Kawhi right now is not – it's going to go up in the playoffs. Patrick Beverly told y'all. I don't know if you got that video, BJ. Patrick Beverly told y'all they are going to get 25 to 30 shots up.
Man, y'all ain't doing nothing.
So Porter and Gordon have got to guard these guys for 40-plus minutes. So they're not going to have the legs for the other guys.
Look who showed up, the Mavericks fan, man. This is the guy you got to bet with.
Hey, don't.
Well, I can't even collect his fucking money because he ain't even gonna make it out of the fucking plane.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, y'all. What's up?
Hey, drop the link and invite Melo up here. I want to see between the Mavericks fan and Melo who's coming out to fucking play in.
Hey,
and let a LeBron fan up here too, and let a Golden State fan up here so we can listen to these 4 playing goofballs. Go try to figure out who the fuck is even gonna make it to the Clippers. Then we can talk about who's gonna play who. Cause we don't really know which one of these motherfuckers is coming out.
Hey, BJ, he don't want that bet, bro. You see, I came back for the smoke. He don't want the smoke, bro. He tried to talk about something else, bro. Go ahead.
The bet is the fucking bet. What you talking about?
Nah, I'll let you have
I'm just saying I can't collect your money if you don't get there. Or do you want to make a bet? You want to make a side bet for $2,000 more that the Clippers get deeper than the Mavericks do? You want to have 2 bets?
I don't want to take all your money now, bro. I ain't trying to do all that.
It's free money. I'm here offering it to you. Go ahead and take it.
Nah, I ain't gonna take it, bro. I ain't gonna take it.
Man, I'm a hard worker, man. I'll make this shit back in 2 weeks, man.
I feel you.
Don't make me make BJ put the fucking pay stubs on the screen. I get the shit back in 2 weeks. I just want to know: do you want to double? Are y'all make it to lose the first 2,000? That's why I'm asking you.
Where the confidence coming from, bro? You talking like y'all just got it in the bag, like y'all could just beat us, like y'all can just whoop us. Where that confidence coming from?
Because y'all got 5 people, we got.
Bro, what? You said y'all got 5 people.
We got 5 can put up 25 points in any given night on y'all.
We got 2 X factors. You talking about Paul George and you talking about Kawhi Leonard. Points going up.
No, so Westbrook, Powell, and James Harden can hang a 30 ball on you any night.
Man, Westbrook, bro, man, come on now.
Westbrook just hung 30 on y'all.
Westbrook's gonna be big against y'all. He gonna be big against y'all.
Westbrook gonna be rocking the baby, pointing at your dude, man. Come on now.
Hey, bro, he could do that all he want, bro. He's still gonna lose. Y'all got Westbrook and James Harden, man.
Well, make sure you show up, bring my money. I just want to know y'all gonna make it. I just want to know y'all gonna make it to us. Are y'all even gonna see us or not?
Bro, we chilling, bro. You notice when we was on our win streak, I ain't come on here and talk shit. None of that, bro. You feel me? I let y'all have y'all's, bro. You ain't gotta kick me when I'm down.
You the one showed up when y'all losing. I've been asking for you for a fucking month.
No, bro, I ain't. All right, you maybe, bro. I ain't been on YouTube like that. But
it's on the audio,
but
man.
You see BJ,
every show BJ guy can be looked up.
Hey, you see?
Hold on. We gotta get Bubba coming. I gotta end this real quick. Let me get Bubba's.
Now you're here. I like that. Just make sure you're here when the playoffs get here. Don't just because you're here now don't mean nothing. Real.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Yeah, what's good, BJ?
All right.
What's up, man?
Hey, Thomas, you gonna take the bet or what?
No, I'm not taking that bet. That's not the bet. That's not what I said.
If you're so confident,
that's not what I said.
Why not?
Because we got too many scores. PG ain't gonna have the ball like Jamal Murray gonna have the ball.
But he's the second.
And Jamal he's the second. He's second option sometimes. If James Harden, you know damn well, Andre, if James Harden fuck around and get hot, Paul George ain't getting that ball. James Harden going for 40. That's the problem that we face in the bet that you want to make. My bet was if Ty Lue does, and we can actually minimize that bet. There will be a game. There will be a game where Ty's playing dumb. His back gets against the wall versus Denver, I believe, because I believe Denver has the better coach. There'll be a game here, there, Andre, that we will be put against the wall, and T-Man will be forced to play all the minutes that Murray plays. I believe that game is coming. The series, though, I don't trust Ty Lue for the series, though, Andre. You know I don't. You know I don't switch up how I talk. I keep it consistent the whole time. Ty Lue loves to play offense, and if he does that, that's going to benefit Murray. So I can't make the bet with you because you would be right. Because I would actually agree with what you're saying. You're making a good assessment that I actually agree with. So you ought to take that as a compliment. That's a good assessment that you're making, and I agree with.
I appreciate you.
Bro, you owe me.
All jokes aside, that's a good assessment. No, yeah, I'm not questioning your money. I'm not questioning your money. I don't have the confidence in Ty Lue to play Terence Mann every minute that Jamal Murray plays. Because here's the thing, Andre, we can agree that Aaron Gordon is going to, even if he plays more minutes, that's irrelevant. He is going to play every single minute that Kawhi is on the court. We can agree on that, right? Right. But can we agree that Terence Mann is going to play every single minute that Jamal Murray plays? We can't agree on that, right?
No, because
that's why I can't bet you.
Yeah,
right.
He don't be playing 30 plus minutes, so yeah, we don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I can't bet you the bet that you want to make, because I actually agree with what the hell you're saying. But for that series, Paul George will be the better player. If we judge basketball, not points per game, if we judge basketball for that series, Paul George will be a better player because Denver does not have an answer for Paul George. They've tried that Porter and Caldwell shit, and he destroys them. So what's the only other hope? They're going to put fucking Murray on Paul George? That's even worse. So what's the other hope? You're going to put Aaron Gordon on Paul George, and now you're going to free up Kawhi? That's the problem with Denver. They're going to get fried because they can't guard us.
So by what you're saying, then PG should average like 35 in that series because they ain't got nobody to fuck with him. So why you not trying to take the bet?
Because he won't average 35 because we have too many other guys that will get hot as well.
But if PG got a mismatch,
he would be the better player though, Andre. He'd be the better player.
If PG got a mismatch, why wouldn't the Clippers go to him every single time? Because he got a mismatch.
Have you met Ty Lue?
Nah.
Do you believe Ty Lue's going to do that? Because I don't.
I mean, I don't know.
Even though you're right. You're right. You're right. Most of the time when you ain't trolling, I always agree with you. Damn near every time.
I never troll.
You're a damn lie. You're a damn lie, motherfucker. You do troll. But no, it's possible. It's actually very possible, Andre. But the question is, do I trust the coach play calling enough to put my hard-earned money on the line? I don't trust the coach for that. But I will tell you this: Paul George will be the better number 2 player, overall basketball player. Rebounding, defense, steals, posting up, I'm sorry, boxing out, rebounding,
I mean, Thomas, the rebounding.
All aspects, he would be better.
Rebounding, that's a bad argument because Jamal Murray's a guard. You don't expect him to get 5, 6, 7 rebounds a game. So that right there.
Well, fucking Steph Curry does it.
No, he don't. Stop it.
So Steph Curry don't go out there and grab 10 plus rebounds sometimes?
Sometimes, not all the time. Just sometimes.
Okay, let's scratch. I tell you what, let's make it even. I'll make a deal with you.
All right, go
I
ahead.
give you the assist from Jamal Murray. You get the rebound to Paul George. We call that a wash. We won't speak on rebound and assist. That's pretty even, ain't it?
Okay, yeah. So points.
Because
So points.
points wise,
Jamal Murray.
points wise it has a lot of varieties. I don't know that. Put it this way.
Jamal
No, he
put
won't.
up 30 on the Clippers, bro.
No, he's not.
He gonna pick on Harden every single time. He gonna put him in.
Yeah, but we got answers for that. We got answers for that. That's why I said, Andre, we got answers. It's on Ty Lue. If I'm coaching, first of all, and I told BJ this off the air 6, 7, 8 months ago. I told BJ this. If I have to catch Jamal Murray or Stephen Curry in the playoffs, and I'm about to blow everybody's mind, and nobody's gonna believe that I actually said this. And that's cool. They ain't gotta believe it, but I promise you. If I'm Ty Lue, I'm starting Westbrook against Golden State and against Denver, and possibly against Phoenix, and I'm going to attack Jamal Murray with Westbrook. I'm going to attack Jamal Murray with Paul George. If he even wants to, no, I'm gonna post him up. If he even wants to guard Terence Mann, I will post Jamal Murray up with Terence Mann as well. I will abuse Jamal Murray. I'll have him in foul trouble. I'm running him off the court. I'm not giving him no option to stay on the court, Andre. The object is to minimize the other team. That's the fastest way to minimize. Dame, Trae Young, Curry, Murray, Bradley Beal. You attack them with Paul George, Westbrook, Terence Mann, and Kawhi. They can't guard any 4 of those guys. So if you put them in the post, they start getting in foul trouble and they start getting wore down. Now their offense takes a humongous hit. Now the series is in jeopardy off the top. But Andre, I ain't the coach, and I'm not a Westbrook fan, and I'm not starting Westbrook versus Minnesota because now I'm benefiting Gobert. But in some of these series, and I hope Ty Lue figures this shit out. In some of these series, I'm gonna go against my grain. And I told BJ this, he can vouch for this shit. I told him in the offseason, they are sick because he said, man, why you hate Westbrook so much? I said, I don't. Let me feed you some positivity on Westbrook. I actually would start him over Harden. And then I take it back. It wasn't offseason. Harden was on the team because we wouldn't even be having this discussion. Or maybe it was offseason because we was predicting the Harden trade. Either way, Andre, I told him, he said, man, you don't like Westbrook. So why in the hell? I said, BJ, it don't matter what I like. Jamal Murray, Bradley Beal, Dame Dollar, Trae Young, Devin Booker, Stephen Curry. These boys can't guard Westbrook. The only problem, Andre, though, is sometimes Ty Lue or any other coach can't tame Westbrook. Westbrook wants to go jacking up threes now. He wants to go sprint down the lane instead of setting up the offense and taking advantage of the mismatch. He'll just veer off to the right and start doing his own thing. Now you got to take him out of the game. But you got to be real quick with it, right? The minute he starts veering, you pull him out the game and put Harden back in. But BJ, you can vouch for this. I actually said start him versus some of these guards.
But Thomas, let me say this real quick. So if the Clippers play the Nuggets in the playoffs, I'm not saying that the Nuggets will beat the Clippers. I don't know, but I'm just saying that I trust Jamal Murray as a second option to show up. I trust him to make shots. I trust him to make it hard for the defense, and I trust him to show up in the clutch. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that the Nuggets are going to beat the Clippers.
I respect that because you're talking with sense. Yeah, it's like BJ said. If people come out here and talk with sense, man, I shut up and listen. But if you come out here trolling and just being an asshole for no reason, acting like James Harden and Paul George are going to be the only 2 players on the court, if you're going to start doing that, then I'm going to get kind of spicy with you. But I understand what you believe in, and I got no problem with you believing in it. I just believe that we got the defenders to ice that shit. It's just a matter, to me, in my opinion, is our coach gonna do that or not? That's the why every bet I got to, y'all's in my opinion, y'all's on Ty Lue.
Yeah,
nobody can beat the Clippers.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kawhi's gonna take away game plan A. He's gonna take away game plan A. So every team in the NBA, game plan A is the pick and roll. Are you talking about for Denver or any team?
Nah, for the Clippers.
For the Clippers, just across the board, period.
Yeah.
Oh, it's real simple. Kawhi and T-Man go on the top 2 scorers. off the top. And the third score gets Paul George. We do that, and we play defense, and we give effort. Because I don't think we're giving effort right now. Now, other people may think we are. I think we done got. I think they done threw that. Let's take the regular season shit. They did that for 2 months. I think they took that shit, threw it out the window, and said, "Man, fuck that. I won't be healthy." I think that's what happened. Or Ty Lue lost the locker room. I lean that way. Sometimes Ty Lue's lost the locker room, but the game plan A to take out every team's game plan A across the board is to put Kawhi and T-Man on the top 2 scorers. And they don't leave the court, Andre, until that fucker leaves the court. And this is another thing that gets the Clippers in trouble, Andre, if you watch them play. Motherfucker Paul George will be on pace for fucking 60. And he'll take the bitch out of the game. And Kawhi will play the whole first quarter. And then he takes Kawhi out of the game for the second quarter to bring Paul George back. So it's like he minimizes from the second and fourth quarters. He minimizes them 2 playing together.
But he's staggering their minutes, though. It's not that I think he's staggering their minutes very good.
Yeah, but let me ask you this, Andre. Do you see other people? Do you understand LeBron and AD were on the court at the same time while I have 2 players on the bench? Is that not idiotic?
Sometimes LeBron's on the court and AD's out, and vice versa. We played them last night. I saw it.
Sometimes they are, but sometimes they're together, and that's what it was.
Yeah, when they start,
sometimes they're together.
Yeah, in the first quarter, yeah, they definitely start. But sometimes in the third quarter, getting like 2-3 minutes left in the game, sometimes LeBron is on the bench, sometimes AD's on the bench. They just staggering their minutes up.
No, they do that sometimes. But now I'm saying there's times where AD and fucking LeBron be on the court, and our best players on the bench.
Yeah, that
happens sometimes.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah,
but because sometimes he actually benches both of them at the same time to bring in Power and Westbrook.
Yeah, that's terrible.
So in other words, that's stupidity.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And here's another thing. He takes Terence Mann off the court, and this man Terence Mann could be 5 for 5, hottest man in the gym, playing great. He's only 27 years old. He ain't nowhere close to tired, and Ty Lue will pull him out of the game and leave Jamal Murray or De'Aaron Fox, somebody on the court, and he bitch start getting hot and going off. He's notorious for doing that. That's why I tell you, I can't make the bet because I can't predict the fucking minutes. Only that fucker can do that. You go see in the playoffs. If I actually had your phone number, I would text you every time, say, look, there goes T-Man, who's still on the court. And you would be like, SGA, De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray, Steph Curry, they're still on the court. Now, that's my whole point, Bubba. Like, that is stupid because these guys can actually score 20 points in 3 minutes. If T-Man goes to sit down and take a 7-minute break, I mean, fuck, the dude can have 20 points by the time he come back.
Yeah.
You
gotta get up off here though, because it's been on for quite some time.
Yeah,
we got to close this out. We got to continue probably tomorrow. So appreciate y'all coming through. My man Sean, Bubba, 2K, all y'all coming through, Jonelle. We'll be back on tomorrow though.
All right, peace.
All right, fellas. All right, Andre.
All right, bro.
Yeah, had to cut that short, fellas. But always a pleasure having y'all on, man. Like I said, a couple of announcements. I will be starting my Patreon page up this next coming week. If you guys do not know what Patreon is going to be the other channel that I'll be putting up, displaying real topics, real life, contemporary to my other side, like what I like to talk about. So very deep topics. Unfortunately, I can't do it through YouTube since YouTube is not, it'll probably strike me for, the views I have, but it's going to be a lot of very, very key information that I do on my Patreon channel. So I'll be starting that next week. Be on the lookout for that on the community board, probably by Monday or Tuesday. I'll be making the announcement of where y'all can find me at and how y'all can support. Shout out to Jonelle for being a supporter, and also I think another person named Zeddy, he's going to be supporting as well. So if you guys want to support the channel on my Patreon, let me know in the comments or in the chat, and be on the lookout for that on the community board. Also, you guys want to share this video, you guys liked it, like it, share, subscribe, send it to some of your family and friends. Also, support hitting the Cash App, $, BJ Matthews. Definitely appreciate y'all coming through for that. And the Super Sixes and Super Comments. We had 3 today. My man Thomas with the $50 donation. Alan NG with the $1.99, and my man Andre 76 Bubble just came off. Sixer fan, got his own channel. He $4.99 donation. So we will be back on again tomorrow or Monday for the Clippers versus the 76er post game. But until next time, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up live. Peace. Out of here like Swim Web.
I'm feeling good, feeling alright tonight. I'm feeling good now. Yeah, it's all good in the neighborhood, homie. Yeah, feeling right. I feel good, I feel alright. Cruising through my neighborhood on a warm summer night. I feel good. That's right, I feel good now. Summer night. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. I just kicked it at home, I polished up the chrome, called the Ruka on the phone, let her know I'm home alone. It's 7:30 and the sun's going down. It's a summer night and the fun's going down. I pick her up and she looks all dolled up, sitting passenger in my rag and Paula. Yeah, I let her know that she looks beautiful to me. The world's an ugly place, but she is such a sight to see. The kind of woman that would put up a fight for me. The kind that wants to spend the summer nights with me. The temp was 80 and I'm cruising with my lady, playing some Rafi Bagan. Ooh, baby, baby. I see my homeboys and the cruising in the ride with their ladies sitting by their side. People think we look crazy, but I think we look classy. But then again, that's only if you ask me. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. My homeboys throw in the backyard boogies, so everybody gets together to unwind, relax, and have a fun time. The DJ spinning, so I grab the mic and be like, ain't nothing like them summer nights. The party's packed with beautiful women and the gang of the homies that wanna get with them. And they'll say anything just to hit them, and it's usually a nice summer night when they did them. I don't know, it must be something in the air. Can't help but have a good time because the feeling is there. To some people, the feeling is rare. They're at the past saying, God damn, I wish I was there. To have a drink, have a token, hook up with someone fine, but the kind that looks up. Gotta keep some pisto in the cup, party until the sun comes up, but we give up. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Like them summer nights. Them summer nights can keep a smile on your face. Gotta try to have a good time with your life, otherwise it's just a waste. Either way, I'm gonna party just in case. Like Prince party like it was 99 and 87, 88. I couldn't ask for no better weather. I'm right next to the Pacific, to be specific. The candy paint job glows under the moonlight as I close out my summer night and say goodnight. It's time to put the top up and park it, drop it, unplug the ground, roll up the windows and lock it. Walk in the pad and fall into bed as she lays on my chest to rest her sleepy head. And we do this all night long, from dusk till dawn. But it's not quite the same when summer nights are gone. But even when they're gone, it won't be long. 8 more months and once again it's on. Summer days just sitting around, but when the sun goes down, I'll be ready to party. Ain't nothing like them summer nights. Keep the top on drop, all the girls looking hot, hit the photo and we just don't stop. Party until the morning light. Ain't nothing like them summer nights.